All right, everybody. I want to say thanks everybody again for joining the live. We do appreciate everybody for showing up today. Um, we started earlier today, but there was some power outages at the stadium in Domrep, but that has been resolved, and we are ready for kickoff now. As I mentioned, the starting. I don't know if for many of you who weren't here from before, do want to say thanks everybody for joining. Gonna be posting where we can actually watch the game. And I want to say, and everybody that's here, please remember to hit the like button. Okay, log on, press the like button as best as you can. Teams are currently walking out. Gonna be posting, as I mentioned, gonna be posting where you can actually watch the games. So those are the options available. It doesn't, and do I want to apologize to everybody? It doesn't seem as if the option is available for you to watch it on the YouTube platform. So you will have to watch it on one of the methods mentioned below, well, in the photo listed. And so yeah, so where the teams are based, they're basically going through the Concacaf anthem right now. While in the meantime, there are 46 of you guys here. Really do appreciate if you guys can go on and just smash the like button as mentioned. Going to be going through the Mount Pleasant starting lineup. In goal, we have Tafari Chambers. We have Gadal Irvin, Fitzroy Cummins, Daniel Green, who's the captain, Kimoni Bailey, Kyle Ming, Jashawn Anglin, Warner Brown starting. Um, God always, I think I just answered the question earlier about where you can watch the game. I'm not sure. I'll post it back on the screen though. Joshan Anglin, you have Warner Brown, you have Lamar Walker, you have Clifford Thomas, and you have Damarai Phillips. So this game should have started some time ago, but due to light outages, but thankfully we are able to start. Looking forward to see what the Mount Pleasant team can actually do right now. You're going to be posting it where you can actually watch the game again. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, hopefully that one helps because it shows exactly where you can watch the game, etc. All right. Um, if you guys are here, Mount Pleasant fans, how excited are you to actually for this game in particular? Gonna be sharing the link as well for anybody who wants to join. If you are a Mount Pleasant fan, please leave a comment in the chat. Let us let us know your prediction for today's first leg finish. Daniel Green and captain for Mount Pleasant and the captain for ONM. They're both shaking the link. There is no link to watch the game. I said it's not on YouTube. Again, it's if you're in the US, it's on Fox Sports 2. If you're in Mexico, it's on Fox. In Canada, it's on One Sport. I think that's the channel. If you're in Central America, it's ESPN and Disney Plus. If you're in the Caribbean, it's ESPN 2 and Disney Plus. And if you're in South America, it's Disney Plus. For the rest of the world, you will need to have the CONCACAF official app or Concacaf Go. So I'm not seeing a YouTube link, unfortunately. All right, I do apologize for that. Well, I'm not sure why I am apologizing. I didn't set it, but yeah, if you want to watch the game, that's where you have to go to watch the game, guys. It's all the Mount Pleasant fans. If you guys want to watch the game, you can just download Disney Plus. If you don't have, I'm not sure if you guys have cable right now. Just log on to your cable, turn on your cable, and go to ESPN 2, and you can watch it there. If not, you can download Disney Plus. If you've never had Disney Plus before, I think they may offer a free trial. You can do so. If not, you'll have to pay to watch it. It's $12 a month for Disney Plus. All right, and you can also watch the English Premier League on Disney Plus as well. You can watch the Brazilian League, Argentine League, English Championship. You can watch the Dutch League, the Belgium League. Not sure why I'm advertising for them. The game hasn't started as yet, Bossy Boy. Its game is just started. There was a delay in the start due to some lighting issues, but it was resolved. So the game is about to kick off in about 5 or so minutes or two. So Warner Brown is back on the starting lineup. Lamar Walker starts for Mount Pleasant. So let's see how well Mount Pleasant can actually do for the Reggae Boys. We have Joshan Anglin here from his exploits from with the Reggae Boys. Unfortunately, not getting enough game, not getting opportunity to go on the field in the Crusoe game, but he's back here, and I know that he'd be looking to make a difference today for Mount Pleasant. Remember, the second leg will actually be played in Kingston, Jamaica, at the National Stadium, so you guys can look out for that. Cameraman on Lamar Walker now. Tariq McGee is on the bench, ladies and gentlemen. A few of the Mount Pleasant players in Kyle Ming and Gadal Irvin would have missed out on an opportunity last year when Cavalier won this particular trophy. But no, they have an opportunity to win it themselves with Mount Pleasant. So Lamar Walker with the kickoff to Cummins with a long boot up the field. It's a Mount Pleasant already on the attack with Lamar Walker and a free kick for Mount Pleasant dangerously right at the edge of the box. Daniel Green being brought down. The commentator mixing up Theodore Whitmore. Free kick now to Mount Pleasant. Daniel Green with a shot. Oh, that's a corner for Mount Pleasant. It's a corner for Mount Pleasant now to be taken by Lamar Walker. Mount Pleasant starting on the front foot. Looking to make an impact here. Well, no, not Lamar Walker, Damari Phillips. A goal kick now for the team from Damrep. Yeah, so I'm showing the score here now. It's at the bottom of the screen. ONM now on the attack. Cleared out by Mount Pleasant. Taking away the danger. Score is now is at the bottom of the screen, guys. throwing now to ONM. Nice dribbling there from the left hand side of the field, from the right hand side, I should say. Mount Pleasant, Clifford Thomas on the ball now, passing it to Gadal Irvin with a clearance, giving back the ball right back to ONM. ONM with a pass, looking, does he keep it alive? Yes, he does. Beautiful skill there to keep it away from Clifford Thomas. ONM now down the flank, squaring the ball. Apologies about that, people. So the coaching staff, they seem to be, well, everybody from the ONM coaching staff to be on their feet now, as ONM have a corner across, but comfortably cleared by the Mount Pleasant team now. Daniel Green with a pass, looking for Lamar Walker. Lamar Walker on the right hand side from Mount Pleasant, looking inside, passes it to Joshan Anglin. Anglin loses it in the attacking third. But ONM now trying to build up from the flank now. Lamar Walker now with a good fight in the middle of the park, winning it back. Now we have Clifford Thomas from Mount Pleasant, passing it to Gadal Irvin. Irvin back to Kyle Ming. Clifford Thomas. Kimoni Bailey now on the right hand side. Normally on the left, but he's on the right, playing a more attacking aspect of the right hand side. So Kimoni Bailey now with a pass, looking for Lamar Walker. What will he do with it? He cuts it back. Under pressure, 2 against 1 situation, loses his out. And ONM is able to clear, but not clearly properly. And it's back to now to Joshua Anglin with a pass to Warner Brown, who took a shot that was blocked. Phillips with a square. Back out, cleared out by the ONM team. Mount Pleasant game back possession. Clifford Thomas with a pass, looking for Kimoni Bailey. And Mount Pleasant has won a corner on the right hand side of the field. Mount Pleasant definitely isn't laying down for this game. They seem to be putting the ONM team back on the back foot. Let's see if Mount Pleasant can capitalize on their early pressure on this team from Dumrip. So a corner now by Mount Pleasant to be taken by, I think it's Gadal Irvin, the former Cavaliers man. Would love an opportunity to win this competition. A corner now for Mount Pleasant. Not the best of corner, but was cleared out. Now it's back to Phillips. Phillips back to Irvin on the right hand side with a pass. A nice ding to Lamar Walker, who was one another corner from Mount Pleasant. As seen at the bottom of the screen, I'm not sure if you're able to see clearly. It's 0-all to Mount Pleasant. But seeing that you're not seeing that, then let me just get rid of it. Thought you guys would have been able to see it, to be honest. But no. Oh, that's a beautiful goal by Kimoni Bailey. That's Mount Pleasant with a beautiful strike. That was a beautiful strike by Kimoni Bailey to give Mount Pleasant the lead. Guiding the ball past the goalkeeper was Kimoni Bailey there. Kimoni Bailey giving Mount Pleasant an early advantage. Very early advantage to Mount Pleasant. Kimoni Bailey, Mr. Whitmore looking like a genius there with that one. Moving Kimoni Bailey to the wing, and he was able to capitalize on that strike. So Kimoni Bailey with a 1-0 lead for Mount Pleasant. Looking for a pass now, looking for Warner Brown now. Mount Pleasant clearly looks like the dominant team so far. Not gonna lie. Mount Pleasant back on the attack. Kimoni Bailey with a square. Will it be cleared? Not fully cleared. Goodell Irving now look almost losing it out there. But this Mount Pleasant team, they're looking extremely comfortable now in the park. Right now, Mount Pleasant is leading 1-0. A goal by Kimoni Bailey. Somebody has entered the studio. Your connection is a bit poor, so I'm unable to add you. To watch the game, I said you'd have to watch the game. Yeah, J Money, I have to agree. Mount Pleasant is actually utilized in the middle of the park, and you can see you can see how important in the defensive aspect of it as well. We have a Joshan Anglin and we have a Clifford Thomas. They are both extremely pivotal to this Mount Pleasant team, and you can see the dominance there. They look totally in control, and at no point in time, the ONM team has really broken down the midfield. So we do have to give them the props there. Um, very, 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 very strong start by Mount Pleasant so far. Hopefully, they can actually withhold and continue. So ONM now on the attack now, trying to use his fancy feet, not working for him to some extent. A stray ball now looking for Warner Brown. Warner Brown with a beautiful fight. Beautiful pass now to Daniel Green. He's on the counter. Daniel Green with a pass to Warner Brown. Is that two? Oh, beautiful tackle by the ONM team to recover. That should have been 2-0 though. That should have been 2-0 to Mount Pleasant. But Mount Pleasant is definitely, definitely, definitely playing extremely well. We have yeah. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced. Can you hear me? Not sure. One moment. Let me check something. Hello, can you hear me? Speaker is working, so you're the person that's not talking. All right. But Okay. So gonna be posting it one more time where you can actually watch the game if interested. So those are the locations. I'm gonna leave it on screen because it's kind of difficult for me to be keep repeating myself, and I'm not really watching the screen like that. So if you want to watch the game, the games are actually on those platforms. Um, so Tafari Chambers with a clearance now going, giving a throw to the Dominican team. So 15 minutes gone, and it's Mount Pleasant with a 1 goal lead, courtesy of Kimoni Bailey from a corner. J Money, based off what I'm seeing here, I'm not sure if the game is actually available on YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, let me know so I can just advise first. But based on what I saw, I'm not seeing where it's actually available on YouTube. So Joshua Anglin with a beautiful win now in the middle of the park. But O&M fighting. They're not giving it up. They're showing the reason why they're actually in the finals as well. Pressure by Lamar Walker in the middle of the park. Oh, that was a 50-50 challenge there by Daniel Green. Showing some fight in this game. But a long boot. Think a waste of an opportunity there by Mount Pleasant. So Clifford Thomas with a win in the middle of the park now. Mount Pleasant now on the attack. Passing it to Josh Anangu with a shot from way out. And that was high, wide, and not at all handsome. That shot was horrendous. For some reason I can't. So Mount Pleasant now with a goal kick. On the screen, so as it says on the screen, for those in the US, you can watch it on Fox Sports 2. Lamar Walker with some fancy feet in the middle of the park now. Passing the ball now to Phillips. Phillips on the right hand side. Dribbling forward, giving the ball out to Kimoni Bailey in front of him. Kimoni Bailey now. Looking for a pass. Oh, looking for that dagger, trying to look for Warner Brown. No problem, Starboy. No problem. So we have Damari Phillips now. Sorry for the constant interruption, guys. Have a lot of persons are reaching out trying to see where they can actually watch the game. So I have to be advising them. So we have no Cummins now with a looking for that splice of a pass, but losing it out. I think Mount Pleasant started off well, but I think they're trying to force it now. I don't know if it's a thing of confidence, but I think they can still play a bit. You don't need to necessarily make those unnecessary passes because they're giving the ball away to O&M. And one thing you don't want O&M to actually gain any confidence in this game. And I think that's what they're actually doing. It's a long pass out now. So on the right hand side for ONM now, looking for it now. Comfortable gathered by Tafari Chambers. He seems slowing down the ball game somewhat, making a long field kick, looking for Warner Brown, who is never going to win an header in that situation, giving the ball back to ONM. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's a Jamaican thing where we always seem to always want to force the football. Mount Pleasant has the lead, and they're still trying to force the football. They don't need to score. They need ONM to come to them, but they keep giving them back the ball. I don't understand it. And Warner Brown is not the tallest of persons, so he's never going to win an header to that extent. So I'm not sure why. But ONM now on the attack with a cross, bouncing, well, giving under Damari Phillips some problems, and the ball is back to ONM. I think they need to just keep the composure, stop kicking the ball long, and I think that is where somewhat maybe the discipline of the players or the coaching can come to the players and tell them, hey, just keep the ball. You don't necessarily need to be forcing it. We have an early lead, allow them to come to us. Oh, that was a pile by Clifford Thomas. Well, he got pile. ONM with a shot from outside the box that went wide as well. The lack of midfield play. But the thing is, Starboys, Mount Pleasant had the midfield play earlier, but I just think that they're trying to force the football. They're trying to make some passes, some Lionel Messi type passes, and they just don't have it. And they're forcing the football. And every time the defenders get the ball now, they're just booting the ball long. When the game started, both Clifford Thomas and Joshan Anglin, they had the midfield under wraps. So I'm not sure there. So we have a stoppage in play now as Tafari Chambers now is on the ground. But we know this Jamaican tactics thing. It could just be Mr. Whitmore and his coaching staff just giving some instructions to his players. Maybe they're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing here. Stop giving away the ball. Um, I just wish they would stop giving away the ball because they literally have the game in their hands. The last thing you want to do is to give them back an opportunity to get them back in the game. So Mount Pleasant sporting their new yellow Adidas kit. Last team I knew that had on their yellow Adidas kit. I don't even want to. Let me see if I can traumatize a few of the listeners right now. Let's see if I can traumatize you guys somewhat. I'm joking, people. I'm joking. We have Jamari Shand. Not sure if you're here to stay or if you're just trying to get information to watch the game. But thanks for joining. If you're trying to speak, you're on mute right now.
Yeah, blessings. May I expect it CMG still open.
MG, unfortunately, he's unable to join right now due to some technical difficulties.
Oh,
Um,
Zane.
yeah, he's unable to join right now, unfortunately. Are you a Mount
I'm on
Pleasant fan?
pleasant. No, not necessarily. I'm normally a panelist on MG show.
Okay, okay, you're one of the schoolboy fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of schoolboy football, look, so yeah, you're not gonna know me that much, you see me? But yeah, but so we have ONM now on the attack now. As I said, they've gained confidence in the game, and I think Mount Pleasant has been the main reason for that because they've actually allowed them. They've constantly gave them back the ball, and now they've actually gained back possession of the ball.
Yeah, they're
When
making they're stringing a couple of good passes too.
exactly, and
Yeah,
when the
man.
game started, that wasn't the case. But Mount Pleasant, I don't know if it's a Jamaican thing, but we just always seem to want to force the football. So ONM
I
now,
just started to watch the game still, so
believe me, Oh my ONM now with an opportunity now. Is that was it's a goal kick now. But ONM looking extremely dangerous. They're looking dangerous. They're looking as if they actually want to equalize. And
Oh,
hopefully
so
go ahead.
my feet, my what I'm seeing the game is a bit faster than yours.
Oh,
The
MG say
platform that I'm
Yabala. Wow, yeah.
not
Where are you watching it from?
no the sun. I'm using a website, Camel Life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so those streams they are normally behind by some extent. Um, the thing I wanted to
No, well,
commentate, but me commentate is going to take away the game from you, though. You're okay with that?
yeah, well, that's fine.
All right. So MG messaged you just now. So he's actually watching the live stream. He just cannot join the game, join us here. So he's actually bigging
Okay.
you up in the
That's
chat
fine.
right now.
Yeah, man, we can.
So clearance now by Tafari Chambers, another long ball. But we have no. Is that Warner Bro now with a shot from? That was a. I don't think that was the wisest of idea to shoot from there, but he's a striker, so you can't blame him for that. But no, once again, ONM now on the in possession. No, Warner Brown putting on some pressure, but ONM able to come out. So now we have Joshan Anglin now with a pass now to Lamar Walker with a cute dink over the top. But Warner Brown unable to control. There's a fight in the air between Kimoni Bailey, who seems to have been hitting his face. ONM now on the attack. Kimoni Bailey falling to the ground. Look like an injury to the face, so the referee will call it.
Yo, not to cut you. My stream is ahead of yours, man.
Years ahead of mine. What minute are
Yeah,
you in
man.
now?
26, approaching the 27.
26, 27. Probably. They're a lot good still.
Yeah, man.
Trevor, no link to the game. No, Travis, I don't have any link, but as what Jashan was saying, Jashan
Camel
is saying,
Live, man. Just go on Camel Live. Just type in Camel Live in his Google search.
yeah, so just type in Camel Live in your Google search, Travis, and you'll be able to see the game there.
This team look dangerous at the more equalizing.
I don't think it's them looking dangerous, and I just think it's Mount Pleasant giving them the opportunity to look dangerous.
And I get the same thing, the same long ball. Them can't put the
Same
ball
long
and
ball,
put me
same
out.
ball, same long ball with the Jamaica with the senior national team. I don't know why. Look, Mount Pleasant have the ball now. 1-2 passing now. Look up the field. One big boof. Come on, man. You're going
Yeah,
to be looking for Warner Brown. Warner Brown is not the tallest player on the field. Play the ball on the ground.
so much passes them can string together. One, two,
Long ball.
3, 4.
Pass. All right, so Gadal Irvin now with us. Throwing now around to Clifford Thomas. No, to Cummins. No, to Kyle Ming. Kyle Ming back to Cummins. Cummins to Gadal Irvin. Back to Kyle Ming.
Them look better now. Them look a lot better now.
So now with the passing now. Daniel Green coming short for the pass now with a pass inside. Passing now to Daniel Green now with a poor control, man. Ball going out. I want to say thanks for the 89 persons that are here. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Please remember to share, to smash the like button if possible. Really do appreciate it. MG was unable to join the stream today, unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, but he will be back soon. And remember, on Friday, the return of schoolboy football. Remember, you can join back. MG will be back with his regular showing for schoolboy football. Uptown 1G, Mount Pleasant's midfield is playing better than our national team. They were,
True,
they
true.
were, not no. They've fallen off because they're not playing through the midfield right now, based
But
off.
they were.
So Daniel Greeno with another.
Take too
Cummins
long.
looking frustrated now. Lamar Walker is playing. Oh, beautiful interception there by Daniel Green now. What is he going to do? He's looking up to Lamar Walker. Lamar Walker still has ball under control there. No, Gadal Irving inside to Thomas. Clifford Thomas back all the way to Cummins. Cummins with a miscontrol. Still gathers it, passes it around to Kyle Ming on the right hand side of the centre back. To Clifford Thomas. To Kimoni Bailey on
Yeah,
the right hand side. Go
they're
ahead.
managing the game better now. Mount Pleasant is
Yeah,
managing the game way
yeah, I
better.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, they agree. I don't know if the pause in play just now, if
yeah
coach a
man.
bit more.
Tapa was able to tighten up some things.
Yeah, you can see some changes were
You
made.
see, look at yeah man. You can see. Look at the use of the length of the pitch and the width of the pitch as well.
Exactly.
Good try.
That's something that we didn't see
Oh,
last
what a
week
chance!
Tuesday. Pass now to Daniel Green with a beautiful turn in the middle of the field to turn his man. Beautiful. Daniel Green with a pass. Looking out to Lamar Walker. Can he reach
Good
it?
try, Lamar.
Yes, he does. Lamar dribbling inside. Beautiful step overs. Beautiful with a shot. Oh, straight to the goalkeeper. But you can see there are some. I'm not gonna. This one place until you can see where they have changed their play style. Something that I did not see on last week Tuesday. And I'm sorry,
Yep.
Jamaica. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm coaching staff. I'm not. I'm gonna constantly say it because that last week was a very embarrassing. Well,
What?
Jason Clausen, unfortunately, we don't have a link, but as what Jashand was saying, you'll be able to watch the game on its Camel Live. You can go on Google and type in Camel Live and you can watch it there. So 38 minutes gone in the game now, and Mount Pleasant leading 1-0 by a goal by Kimoni Bailey from a corner. So ONM now on the attack. Beautiful clearance now there by Jashan Anglin. He's playing his role well, both him and Clifford Thomas.
But to be honest, though, Mount Pleasant look much better.
Yeah, they look way better
You realize
before.
them have forced this team you know to force the ball along some long kicks.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So that long ball now by the ONM team now. The same thing that Mount Pleasant was doing. Referee, that should be a handball. Oh, no problem, Jason. Josh and Jason was saying thanks for the link here.
Yeah, man, not a problem.
So Mount Pleasant with a free kick now in their half. You can see Cummins now telling this team to move forward, passing it
Try,
short.
what a change.
Kimoni Bailey on the right hand side, usually switching because he's normally the left back. A good pass there by Warner Brown. Phillips playing inside with a pass, looking for Daniel Green. Does it reach him? Yes, it does. Lamar Walker with the pass, chases it to Daniel Green. Daniel Green now to Gadal Irving. Irving inside to Thomas.
Ball. Good defending.
We have Joshua Anglin. I'm not gonna lie, I like how Mount Pleasant is actually playing. They're knocking the ball around. Gadal Irving with a pass, beautiful pass to Warner Brown with a heavy touch. Do you think that could have been caused due to the lack of match fitness for Warner Brown there, that heavy touch?
Definitely, you know. I mean, when I remember he's also just a comeback from the injury and all of that. So give him time. Yeah, man, give him time. Give him time.
For me though, I think while you would want to get Warner Brown back and running, I think probably still keeping Raheem Edwards or Shaquille Bradford in the lineup for now until Warner Brown gets back to match fitness. I was thinking maybe that would have been the better option right now.
No, but then again, I mean, knowing Warner's quality,
Yeah.
you want to help,
you want
and
to
then
help
you
him get
want
it back as quick as possible.
definitely. So games like this, to where you're able to, as I say, clearly, Mount Pleasant is really able to manage the game. Really, them are forced. If you look at them, are forced the game. You know, they're forcing
the game now. And I do believe if we do see a Maggie enter this game, I think Maggie will be extremely dangerous in this game.
He may finish it. Man, them put the Mount Pleasant now and score.
Lamar Walker with a pass, looking for Kimoni Bailey. Kimoni Bailey with a beautiful turn. What is he doing? He's turning like a gig. Oh my God, Joshua Anglin, no. Anglin with a shot. Oh, Kimoni Bailey with another shot. Oh my God, Mount Pleasant should be 2-0 up at this moment, at this time now. Wow. It's the first time I've seen a Jamaican team in a long time play like this. They're dominating the game. They're literally dominating this game, this Mount Pleasant team. Should have been 2-0, three clear cut chances. So O&M now with a clearance. So as you can see, now O&M now they are being resorted to play a lot of long passes in which it's not really benefiting to them. So O&M now on the right hand side with a long pass, looking for their winger with a control in the middle of the park. Oh my God, Godal Irvin almost got his nanny burst.
Personally, I think Tapa probably is easily one of the best, if not one of the best coaches available in the island right now. So
I
it's
mean,
not so.
I don't think that's a debate. I think both Coach Tapper, Coach Speed, even some persons might say otherwise. Coach Tapper, Coach Speed. I think those, and also Andrew Peart. I think when you look at the elite level coaches in Jamaica, well, the top
No,
coaches
but,
in
but
Jamaica.
what makes Tapa a cut above the rest for me is experience as a player. You would have excelled as a player. Arguably one of our best midfielders. Probably Hector Wright would have been probably a better midfielder, but Tapa is easily one of our best midfielders the country has ever produced as a player. And then he has transitioned well into coaching.
Coaching. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true. But I remember a quote one time from Diego Maradona.
Ooh, what a
No, it was
chance
from
for
Pele.
Lamar Walker.
It was from Pele actually. So we have a beautiful counter attack now by Joshua Anglin, winning the ball in the middle of the park. Now he's dribbling forward, looking for the pass. What is he gonna do? He passes it to Lamar Walker. Lamar in the drop top box. He dribbles inside. He beats his man with a shot. Oh, beautiful save by the goalkeeper. That Mount Pleasant are definitely getting the chances. They're definitely getting the chances.
Yeah, but then again, they look the far more better team again. Being dominant, again, you can see in patches that allow the team, the opponent to probably get in the game in pitches and patches. But for the most part, they've been the
They've
far
been
better
dominant.
team,
Yeah, they've been the better team so far. That's not gonna lie. Oh,
very
MT said that
cohesive
he's
as
gonna
a
join
unit.
at halftime.
Okay.
So Phillips now with a corner. Ooh, Bailey getting ahead on the corner but unable to direct it on goal. There's another corner from Mount Pleasant. You know, you know what I would say for this Mount Pleasant team as well? The fact that they are able to, the fact that they haven't played any game for the longest while. It's been
Right.
almost a month and they've only
Yeah,
played
exactly.
one.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, right, exactly. And then it takes us back to the Warner-Bone argument. Again, he would have been back, but then not being playing,
Exactly.
being out for an extended 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, that's a lot of football you're missing.
Yeah, cause even cause the first game when he came back against Defense Force, he didn't look himself as well. So I say it could be just Tapper trying for working for him to get his match fitness, knowing the quality that the player has. He does want him to actually gain the match fitness.
And
So
then as again, it's all about trust. You have to trust the players. So at the end of the day, for a player to not be as much fit as you ought to be,
but
you
still have
have
the
to
trust of
trust
the
the
coach.
other players. Yeah, right. You have to have solid, competent players who are able to administer that aid the player needs. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie, I am impressed with Lamar Walker's work rate so far in this game. As an attacking mid, he's literally all over the place.
To be honest, I don't know if you have followed Lamar's career, but for me personally, I've seen where he is far more involved, even defensively,
Yeah, I said because he's playing attacking mid, and just
Right.
now he was literally almost. He was actually more. He was actually further back than than the defensive midfielders. So Akeem Smith. So I listed based on your region. There's a photo on the screen which shows exactly where you can watch the game depending on your actual region, and also you can actually watch it on Camel Live. So you can go to Google, type in Camel Live, and you'll be directed to the website where you can actually watch the game live there. I think this is something that we actually missed from the national team, and
Yeah,
Clifford Thomas. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, you can definitely see the quality in the player. You can definitely see the
But
quality
even
in the player.
angling, bro, for me
And angling as
personally,
well, yeah.
angling should have been a starter in the national team. For me personally.
Simon Pleasant look extremely comfortable now. But I do think that they do need to at least get another goal to make it safe. Because we know football is a very cruel sport. Imagine getting a penalty and the last kick of the game, and then referee take and then VAR taking it away. Harsh, isn't it? Football is a very difficult game, I tell you, man. Very harsh game. And Josh, I know the worst thing about that situation. I was in the national stadium and I couldn't make one phone call because the
Bridget,
signal was so poor.
Bridget.
But the referee was able to talk to his VAR assistants all the way in New York, and I couldn't call anybody in Jamaica. Sad, isn't it?
Boy, brother.
Why?
Man, so it's just one of them things in football. I mean, it's sad. It's sad, really. It's really sad. Would have gotten an opportunity to embark to the World Cup after what 28 years,
Jeez.
27, 28 years.
Bruh.
Um, but you know, we still have a bite off for the cherry, so we can see how them perform now against New Caledonia, and hopefully they'll
Congo.
be able to play Congo.
Um. Uh,
Yeah,
not gonna
and that
lie
is
to
that.
you.
Is it for me? And that is it. Like with the how do I wear this now?
The belief.
No, not necessarily belief, but you see the criticalness of the games, and not only that, but then a person who would have worn the hat before, been in that position as a player, and then now in the capacity as I just personally think Tapa would have been ideal. And Schaefer, and not Schaefer, well, maybe even Coley, given his track record as a schoolboy coach and then excelling tremendously overseas. You know, he also has international experience. Would have worked closely with Schaefer, Mr. Schaefer, Winford Schaefer. So I mean, he will make it, but then that zeal or that ability to reach the players
To be
probably.
honest, Joshan, I don't know if it's about a game there. Honestly, I think that game broke Jamaica. Like
Definitely, it has dampened our spirits. Definitely.
I've heard persons saying that they don't want to watch any form of football. Not even on the road them no want to see no football and play again. To show you how
Boy,
serious.
it's sad still to say other view that we are expressing. You know them way. But then it's understandable, and then when I look on the facts, if after the game, players they in a taboo.
Yo, make we not go there, yeah, because you know, we could just focus on more pleasant. More pleasant is we are in yellow right now. So we were
And it
asked,
bring back
we are yellow.
memories. It bring back you know what difference with this more present team? They were played purpose.
I
Yo,
know the worst thing, more pleasant are playing a yellow and something there and ONM are playing a blue.
brother,
So like
it
funny.
mean
Aye.
it's sad, man. It's sad, brother. May I tell us a G.
And the
Oh, I'm
VAR
good.
thing, them have to say all of them on the way a thief up all of the digital on the
Brother,
floor line.
regardless of VAR, we didn't play with
But no,
any
but we did,
brother.
but we get a penalty that hurt me.
No man, I mean in the stadium we couldn't say obviously we think a penalty, but we don't go home and watch what the replay and thing.
Yo, hear me I say, I could have watched it 50 million times. I want my penalty. Yeah, right. You see, if me did in a stadium, Josh and I could have make phone call, I would have understand. But me in the stadium, I can't even load a picture. There's no form of signal me and getting at the stadium. And the referee them can talk to somebody where they all the way in New York to tell him say, yo, go look on the screen.
And that's
And
how
that
technology work.
but that bun me. And that hurt me the most. I tell them say the signal could have dropped in this the signal could have dropped for VAR. Nothing.
Remember say them would have probably operate off of some satellite and them thing there, no
Yeah,
man.
we know man, I know you know. I know so that them operator fine, but me just a wishful thinking. Because you look at the only way that we can go the World Cup, we have wishful thinking.
I mean, brother, to be honest, we shouldn't be in the place that we're in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But more
But
pleasant now. I think you know from the semi-final second leg. There's one player I think that Mount Pleasant has really let down Mount Pleasant. And that's Daniel Green. I don't know. I don't know if it's because he's the captain.
that man is skipper. A big shoes him have to fill in them man. Sule shoes and regular shoes.
So we have 2 minutes of extra time now for in the first leg. Lenworth, Campbell, we need to get rid of that mindset. The players are not English players; they are Jamaican players. We need to get rid of that mindset. The minute that you have that in your mindset, that means we're basically lost as a country. I don't subscribe to that mindset. I don't know if anybody does, but I don't. Once you're playing for Jamaica, you're a Jamaican. So that's just my point. I don't subscribe to
No,
that
yeah,
ideal of thinking. So I'm
brother, that
sorry.
are rubbish, brother. The moment you put on the jersey, my G,
Exactly.
because uh,
There's
that
nobody. There's nobody who cannot play for. Once you play for Jamaica, you're a
you're
Jamaican.
eligible. Exactly, brother. You'd have
We
been
need
eligible.
we need to get rid of that mindset about English players and this. We
There's
need
a
to get rid
player
of that.
down for Mount Pleasant. I don't know. I can't pick up his own. They
I'm
can't see
trying
the
to see if
number.
it's Jashan. Is it Jashan? I think it's.
17. Who
I
is
think yeah, it's
17?
Jashan. It's Jashan Andre. It seems to be a knock, but maybe coming in right at the stroke of half time. I'm not really seeing much in that tackle, to be honest. Yeah, I'm
Like
not
a
seeing
two knees
much,
collide. Like a two knees collide, man.
but I'm seeing him holding his ankle though, or maybe I'm wrong.
Exaggeration, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing his ankle is what I'm seeing him holding. I'm not seeing him hold his knee, and I don't see much there.
Or the ankle here.
Coach Ferguson and Coach Whitmore, they've done a splendid job. I'm not gonna lie. I know one thing I have to give Mount Pleasant a lot of praise for too. The professionalism that they've brought to Jamaican football.
Yeah, man. They've enhanced the
If you look,
clubs.
yeah, if you even look at even how the club itself, even the attire of the whole coaching staff, everybody is wearing the same gear. Everybody looks uniform. It might be very small or something that's not really that much of a detail, but it does shows the level of professionalism and
I mean,
how the
other
club
clubs are
is.
getting there now.
Yeah,
But then
you can
again,
see the other clubs are trying to do so as well.
yeah, but then you have to look at resources. The resources that Mount Pleasant have
Don't
other
have
clubs who have it.
don't have it as well.
Yeah.
But those small intricacies, I don't think those things, I don't think those changes, it requires that much, to be honest. Because something I hate to see when you look at a match day, the assistant coach look one way, the manager look one way, the somebody in a t-shirt. I really don't like it. It doesn't look professional. And if we want our game to reach that level, I think it should be a uniform aspect. So Mount Pleasant now on the attack now. Warner Brown.
Half time, eh?
It's
Nil.
half time now. Nil all now at half time.
1-0, sorry.
Yeah,
Still
1
1-0.
nil. Yeah, 1-0. Kimoni Bailey with an early goal for Mount Pleasant, giving them a 1-goal lead in the first leg of the final of the Concacaf Caribbean Cup. You think Mount Pleasant can carry Inter Miami back to Jamaica?
Why not? Why not? Brother, to be honest, at Mount Pleasant, me have Mount Pleasant as the best team in the Caribbean. You know?
Yeah, I honestly believe so as well. I do believe that they are the best team in the Caribbean. I don't think much persons should actually deny that as well. And even the game that they lost the other day against Defense Force.
Yo, I think them can have a beat Inter Miami, to be honest.
I wouldn't take it that far, to be honest. I'm not going to take it that far.
Brother, remember,
would they be more challenging than a Cavalier team last year? Maybe. But to say that they would outright beat Inter Miami, I'm not going to jump the gun and say that. I'm not going to jump the gun and say that, to be honest. Because as we've seen earlier, there were a point in this game where Mount Pleasant, they seem to have been out of it. And if you have a better quality player like let's say, for example, a Sergio Busquets in the middle of the park, remember, all it takes is somebody to really dictate the midfield. And if you have a Busquets in the middle of the park dictating the midfield along with a Lionel, even though I don't think Busquets would be there next season. So if Mount Pleasant were to play Inter Miami, they wouldn't have Busquets and they wouldn't have a Jordi Alba. The only star that would possibly be there is Suarez and Messi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there are words that they are potentially trying to get Neymar.
Neymar, brother, go work at Euro. Neymar want to get in a Angelotti squad in it. Him go work at Euro.
I'm watching the Brazilian league a lot, right? I don't see Neymar's quality. I don't see him making it back into a top European club right now.
Nah, man, that's the man. Yo, I Neymar that I feel no way.
Hold on. This is the thing with Jamaican fans now, and I always try to call out, You see, once we see a player one time, if I even 50 years ago, we still believe him of the quality. Have you watched Neymar as of late? Have you watched Neymar as of late?
Of course, and him still having quality, him just fat.
I don't. It's not the same Neymar.
My personal belief, bro. Class is permanent, form temporary. So, alright, question. You don't feel like Raheem Sterling don't have another 2, 3, or probably 4 years of top level professional?
Right about now, I kind of wish Raheem Sterling never play for England. He would play for Jamaica right now. Or that, me I tell you. Raheem Sterling just... Alright, you see when Raheem Sterling left... Hold on. Jean-Pierre fan is on. Jean-Pierre fan.
Yeah, Shavi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Sorry, I never see when you join because I talk about Neymar.
Yeah, man, you're not talking about Neymar. Sorry, boss. Who else on the panel? Just for the
game. Jashan, me, you and Jashan.
Big up, Sachan. But the more I ask you something, guys, like there's something interesting. You know, the whole talk about speed and the national team and how we play football and all of that. I know some people say they want to tap back into the coaching thing. You find it interesting that Mount Pleasant are going so direct in this match? A lot of long ball and so direct.
But they changed. That's the thing.
No, man. You mean I watch the game for the whole 45 minutes?
No, Mr. First, after the goal, man, just catch it right after the goal and change after that.
After the goal?
Yeah.
All right, so what happened? All right, so you see after Mount Pleasant scored, Mount Pleasant started to play like the Reggae Boys last week, Tuesday. One bag of ball and just a gateway. And then there was a time when Tafari Chambers went down. I don't know if it was tactically, but that is something that I see practiced in the JPL. And after that, Mount Pleasant actually they started to pass the ball around.
So, no man, Sharp. They did that for 5 minutes and then they gone back to the long ball. They move it on the left side and then they start boot up. I tell you, man.
Them give you at least one good.
10
Mother
or
say, oh,
15 minutes. About a good or 10 or 15 minutes.
a
Just
quality
passing the ball.
football. I
Yeah,
pass
I'm
the
not gonna
ball.
lie.
Put yeah, man. Them,
I'm not saying it's perfect in a jump hill, but you can see, like last week for we at the National Stadium, we saw the Reggae
Yeah.
Boys go option A for the entire game. It
Yeah,
no
that's
work.
true.
We saw Mount Pleasant.
no, yeah, exactly. You see
They
where Mount Pleasant are change, players are interchange. You're seeing that.
exactly.
No, well,
So
that part is true. Cause I see Green and Walker interchange.
yeah,
Right, true,
I
right.
I led to the
Jean-Pierre,
Walker chant. Yeah.
what you think about Warner's starting in this starting over Raheem and Shaquille Bradford? And Raheem is actually on
Um,
good form as well.
Bradford have a decent form too, but it sound like to me, 'cause I saw it last week as well when he played both of them together and he pushed right in out of position to the right. It
Yeah.
sound like to me they must try play Warner back into form.
Yeah, that's what me and Joshan was wondering earlier if that could actually be the situation because you can see where he's actually not much fit. I see where he's making a lot of
Yeah.
touches and the touches are a bit heavy.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
he
And normally I see my press
and them
hard
not
and
control the ball properly, you know.
exactly.
yeah, man, he not
So
control the ball either. But it look. That's why it was so surprising that he was called up by McLaren last time. It was surprising.
yeah,
J, exactly my point.
I think
Exactly my
I
point.
think Omar had actually asked that question. How did Brown make the national team the last window? I think it's a valid question. I think that's one of the criticism that the previous coach. I will never call the name again
J,
because when you call a name 3 times them appear. I really don't want to
J,
see. I don't really don't want to see that individual back on Jamaica
alright.
shores. So I won't
J,
call the name. So yeah,
but alright, when I look at it, you know, man, and this is just my argument, J. Why is Trevante Stewart blacklisted from national program? What's happening?
again, I'm going to say it just a while ago. The previous manager, I
J,
don't believe. Hold on. No. I
you know,
don't
say
believe.
Trevante, me not cut you. You know, say Trevante our most informed striker right
Well,
now.
let me finish, no, man. I don't believe the previous manager did his full research on the players available because the reason why I'm saying that the inclusion of a Warner Brown and the omission of Trevante, that alone would signify that he doesn't know what's really going on because there's nothing to say, hey, this individual should be in the team over that individual. Because Warner Brown, it's not
Well,
even to
Sham,
say
if you
Warner
remember,
Brown. Looking up, it wasn't to say Warner Brown wasn't even on form. Warner Brown wasn't playing any football.
Remember, say
But
one exactly did
yeah,
injured.
so there's no way to say that Warner Brown was out of form or nothing. He wasn't playing any form of football. He had only played the one game against the Defense Force team, and in that game he looked horrible. So when he was included
yeah,
and
man,
Trevante was
he
omitted,
look out of touch in that game.
when Trevante was
But
omitted,
hold on, now, remember we asked the coach in October, you know, not even this last window, you know, we asked him about Trevante in October. And he
and he said
stated
that he's a player
because
that he's a
Bosa come back, no, he said because Bosa come back, and he said him and Bosa are almost like for like. I believe through Bosa record against the Caribbean nations, he might get a nod to Bosa. That's what he said in October.
J,
But it
for
doesn't
me
mean that you can
personally,
have two players like that.
J, in
Yeah,
any
we have to
regular
what?
boy squad, any regular boy squad, whether or not Shermar Nicholson is fit, is scoring goals, once he's available, them you they play with them heart in my G. For 5 minutes, him get give five in 5 best minutes. Them you they passionate, but I would even say the sport as much as the country. Like them you they fight my G. So I don't have a problem with a Shermar in the squad. But when you overlook a man where one the quality of football, like to be honest, the quality where Trevante a play against is way better than what's here. Whether or not we like it, that's the reality.
true. Jordan,
That is the
Jo-
reality. And is
Jordan, your comment sound like some form of favoritism, Jordan. May I,
What
Bridging,
I'm saying?
beat you.
Wait,
You
what I'm
must
saying? What
say
I'm saying?
Warner Brown. Whenever Warner Brown play for Jamaica, him score, so him deserve to be in his side. I mean, if I
No,
say,
I
and
know
so
that.
things work. You can't look on ball game. So, 'cause if you are going to criticize the coach for not picking Trevante, the one game for Trevante play for Jamaica and play horrible. So we can't. If I base off a year logic, then not then Jordan, Trevante no fee nice side then.
I
You
want to know. I
can't.
want to see this now. I want to see this now. Warner Brother, one of my favorite players them from last season. I was delighted they make all up. I was delighted. I was one of those people who say not because in their JP, I mean, he can't do a job for the
No,
national
I
team.
was rooting for one. And don't get me wrong, we are root for the youth, my G.
Yeah, man.
But
But if you're out of
we are
form
talking about the
and you think that,
criticalness of the games, brother.
yeah,
Yeah, you need
G,
somebody that's on farm.
G,
Boza isn't.
personally, me
All
think
right,
that me never like talk about Steve, brother. Because if I say you go Trinidad and say okay with a draw, when in my eyes a lose game, brother. A game where we should have win. I
hey
know so
Jordan, hold on, Jordan. You do not mention certain people name because we do not. Remember, just like Beetlejuice. Do and call the name and the individual appear back in a Jamaica. So please refrain from calling the name. And no, Jordan, I have to totally disagree with you. If a player is not playing for his club, if a player has not played over a month of football, he should not be in the national team. Over a player
and coming off injury. And coming off injury.
and coming off injury over a player who is our most informed player as well.
When I remember
All
close,
right.
eh? Oh, that man.
So Jordan, so you see, you're coming to come like favoritism now, Jordan. So anybody that look at this says a favoritism thing now. Yeah, pre Jordan.
No, Jordan. If we didn't have any other option, I don't have a problem necessarily calling him. But as I said, Stuart was there, and you see, I think in a game like in the Curacao game, we needed somebody like Stuart.
Exactly. Cause we even saw the little time that something they came on, Bailey Kadamati come on, Jampiel. You remember how lively the attack look when Bailey Kadamati come on the field?
me not girl. I'm a wizard, brother. But with my understanding of football, my basic knowledge of the sport, you see, if the coach had met them two last change, probably with 20 minutes or 25 minutes left in the game, I guarantee you we get results in it.
True.
My
Two last change.
I am still surprised the man made no changes at halftime.
I'm surprised. Cause Damari, all right, Jampiel, you know, so Damari Gray is one of my favorite players, if not one of my favorite reggae boy. And I wanted Damari Gray to come off at halftime. Matter of fact, I didn't want him to start because I saw what he did in the Trinidad game. I am not biased.
But then,
I am not biased. I am not going to say because he's my favorite player, he should always
we're not
play.
about bias, but then you have something you have someone we call probably a gut feeling, right? And truth be told, them alright, one of them player that we might have a bad game, but then him create a half chance out of nothing.
Half chance. True, that's true, but guess what?
How many players does the coach have like that is this proposal? You see me? Me personally, me not like, for me, if I made it in a female role, my G, then me probably would have played the 10 role. See if us out there. When me see if us and
Bobby
whisper on the other side, Boza go through the minute.
You know, all right, I'm not a coach, and I might be wrong. But you see, based on how I saw Caruso playing that game, I would have actually have placed Cephas in at the middle of the field. When I say middle of the field, put him attacking, put him to play forward.
No, man, based on how
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But watch this, G. Watch this. Remember when the game, when Whisper came onto the park,
No, man, hold on, and don't ask me the reason why.
I think I know what you said, because based on the tactics we decide to go with, him would have work. Would have play ball down the channels then, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and Cephas was always, and the one place you don't want to double team nobody is in the middle of the field.
But hold on, my G. Hold on. But even so, my G, like, for sure, the man is a madman, brother. When...
All right, hold on. All right, so I am not like everybody else. Even though you say I don't want to call the name, but the disrespecting, I don't mean that.
No, I'm not being rude,
No, but when I said that M word there, it also disrespectful.
It's also offensive. Well,
yeah,
in all due respect to Mr. Makari, I
No,
apologize.
brother,
But
two that no, brother. One player, man.
no, but
No,
on a
Sham,
serious note
he
though,
can't come back, Sham.
on,
He can't come back, Sham. No.
on a serious note, when you look at the impact, like when Dujan came onto the park, you know, you realize that the double thing I see if I at the stop because Dujan had a player there where him gonna end up now at all times free, and they could afford that. So you realize that it shifted, and that's where it was more easy for the last 10 minutes. It was an easier game.
All right, so this is something.
They
You look
allowed us
like,
the ball more.
all
They
right.
allowed us more of the ball.
I'm gonna say this right, and most people when I hear them speaking and analyzing the game, I see a lot of people kind of missing out on this aspect of things. I see a lot of persons who were complaining to Damarai that Damarai wasn't staying out on the wing. Him always a cut inside. But I can clearly remember there were multiple times when Damarai and Dexter were free on the right hand side. But every single time the ball was being played, it was always being played
And
to
then
Cephas.
probably that's a coach's instruction. Every time when they get the ball, put it down the channel, find Cephas. Probably the coach's instruction, you know, and then at the end of the
When
day, you know,
Whisper came on, we saw Whisper had the space and Whisper kept getting the ball. So that was the difference. So that's why I'm saying no.
so is it that the players lack confidence in
No, well, again, the dynamic changed when Whisper came on. Because, again, Curacao dropped back and allowed us to wings. They gave us the wings at that point.
Yeah, true.
Mr. Whisper came on late in the game, you know. Whisper came on like 78 minutes late.
So we had MG on live now, everybody. The famous one is here.
No, man. No, wait, no, man, Shab. Boot him out of this, Shab. I'm a schoolboy, man. Boot him out.
One everyone.
Where's the Friday a film day, Jean-Pierre?
Friday a film day, man. I just think you're up.
Yeah.
a football in here, man.
Boy, MG, you see,
Eh?
more pleasant to wear them yellow, you know. So more pleasant to do. I do something where a certain team couldn't do, you know.
And me I still love me watch it on my phone, they look good afraid. They
MJ,
start off kind of shaky, but them when they settle, they look good.
regular boys in give half of this. We get a 1-0.
You can ask me a question. How
Hey,
much between the reggae? How much?
listen to me. Make sure you not call. Make you a warning. Do not call the previous coach names and coach on the stream. I ban the name.
No, man, no. No, I don't know.
No, man, I said don't call the name because the name I already called 2 times. You know, with Beetlejuice, when they call the name 3 times, him appear. We know
Yeah.
I call it the 3rd time and then go forward. But guess me?
Yeah, so the question I ask is, if Mount Pleasant play against Reggae Boys, won't think you outcome that big.
2-0 Mount Pleasant.
It
For me
depends.
personally.
Hold on. It depends, MG. It depends. Who are coach Jamaica side?
No, the one
The
that
name get
called
banned. Yes, the name get banned. The previous coach.
So hold on. The previous coach with against Tapa
Against Topper.
going.
Hold on there, with the last squad.
With the last squad.
Tapa going. I guarantee you set Tapa going.
You know, that question they hard to answer based on what we see last week Tuesday. And
it shouldn't, you know, it should have never be a difficult question.
It should never be a difficult
MG,
question.
hold on, man. Remember now, you know, we are gonna look at the trajectory of the two teams, you know. Give fear analysis. Since the previous coach, all right, the coach will resign. But are they in the position for the last 18 months? And you look on top of record for the last 18 months. At the same squad, him basically been a rotate where probably 1 or 2 new faces might come in and out. But for the most part, 22 players would have been retained or returning players. Right?
In some sense, I have what previous top players or it's a long while in see them back, like Jonah Fleming, Javian Brown, Javon Watson. There's quite a lot of them.
Shot. Ooh, that was
Shot and goal. and white. So I think it's more. You see more changes now. So me I gotta ask a question now. The question is the current coach with Evergate Boys squad versus Mount Pleasant.
Well, first, me have to see how the current coach play style stay.
No, and again, we can answer the question because we would have seen and known how this coach operate. We would have seen him coach in the league
with less quality.
With less
We
quality.
would have seen him with less quality.
Right, you see?
But
You see?
the MG, that's not a fair. What?
Joshan, hold on. Me ask you a question, Joshan. You think if Pep come to Jamaica and realize that we don't have passing players?
Oh God, we got you.
Nah, man.
Yeah, go on.
You think if Pep come to Jamaica, you think Pep gonna try to play a passing game with the current players he will have?
Yeah. No. Pep go play to players them strength.
Exactly. So that's why I say me can't me have to see the current coach. Coach. Yeah.
Shav, the current coach
was the advisor.
No, me not said not that man. I talk about the current coach. What would have seen from the current coach with way less talent
and beat Mount Pleasant.
To go against Mount Pleasant with way less talent
and beat them.
Yeah. I would expect
counter for ONM.
Counter.
Oh,
good interception.
Good interception.
Yeah, with way less talent, bro. I would expect the current coach will beat Mount Pleasant. But the previous coach, I think a lot of questions with that day. So, what me do? What me I there? Be pushes me there now.
We put on chat on the screen for brother.
No, I try to see chat then, because I know me get some beaten in the comments. Every time I turn up on YouTube, me get beaten.
A Jordan alone I beat you. Man say man say wait for on the show for.
To come mash it up, man.
The MJ.
Knocking's a fight against, you know. Man can't fight against me, eh?
How many times these coaches would have come head to head?
Yeah, champion, me just add it back. More time?
Yeah,
much time? Coach and Speed and Tapper?
Yeah.
What time now, bro?
All that come off as the victor most of the time.
Actually, coach Speed have more wins. Speed have more
wins. You cannot even. What Speed, I think, just edge it. What kind of corner that? And then what kind of clearance that? Oh, this man.
So here was Speed edge it. In the critical games, then. Yeah. Like during regular season. Yeah, in a regular season, Tapper would beat him. But once you reach semi-finals, quarterfinals, are a big match.
The thing is, Speed know how to play. Speed know how to
play. Yeah, Speed know how to play them.
He know how to play them. That's the thing.
But even the game. Even the game play early this season, man. More players should win that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, jump out. Look like the connection must have dropped. Yeah, and Jean-Pierre, I agree with that. The game where them play the other day.
No, I'm upon it to backside.
Yeah, Josh and fall back as well. So yeah.
Yeah, but no run to kick me out. Yeah, so shove.
You know look at the MG and something them from the night and them still attack him?
What that?
The online thing, man. Remember one of the time
no, sir. Not me I press some button, man, and flick me off, man.
So MG, what me I say, right? The game earlier this season when Mount Pleasant beat Cavalier. Remember, it was a very controversial victory for Mount Pleasant.
Very controversial.
And there were two controversial goals that were given to Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
As well. So, for say, even if as a free recent, Mount Pleasant might have, well, Coach Tapper has, beautiful pass to Warner Brown. Warner
Brown.
What will he do with it?
He look like he flag up, you know.
I tell you, Warner Brown is not Warner Brown, man. Warner Brown, he's not.
Flag up, man. I see your injury come from so.
Yeah, exactly.
MG, so that all right. So MG, you never did there before, right? Over that time. You don't think calling a Trevante over Warner Brown would have been a wiser decision by the previous individual in charge?
Yes. But here I think now, Warner Brown have credit in the bank.
Warner has what?
Credit in the bank.
But then MG. MG, make we call a spade a spade.
What is
Remember,
the spade?
from
What is spade?
Trivante did get called up on the national team and violate curfew or whatever. The youth get overlooked. And it shouldn't be because other players would have been implicated, senior players at that, are back in the team. So what are you saying to us?
So you have to understand this now, right? Let me try.
Me know
There's something I will say.
Whoa, what a shot.
Good shot, boy. Well done, keeper. So something I will learn that.
Go on, MG, go on.
Wanna on the
Go
road.
on, Wanna. Where's support there? Ball boy.
Lamar Walker with a ball. With a shot. Is that
Walker? Yeah, so something I'm learning that arm right there. Say, senior soldier get away with things, young soldier asks why. It's the seniority matters. There's no way me can on camp. I'm a senior ball line I camp. Me always in camp, me always the part I camp. And you will just come. You didn't even make a name yet. Want to do foolishness?
Is it go follow senior man?
You can't follow senior man.
No,
Imagine. Look on it
MG,
now.
culture
Let me
is
give
a
a perfect
thing.
example,
MG,
right?
well, I know. Culture is a thing, you know. Because how much
because the
time
culture will make you get out of it?
No, but then is it that if you make an example out of a player that tarnish the football?
No. We have to remember this, right?
Why you look on it that way, Josh? And why is
it's not a matter of tarnish the football, right?
Why you can't look on it if you say why the player? Remember, it's not on.
But then, so all right, hold on, MG, hold on. So you're saying a student.
Beautiful pass there by Josh Anglin. Kimoni Bailey with a square across the field looking for Daniel Green. Daniel Green on the wing. Passing it
nice
up.
Work.
Very poor pass by Daniel.
Alright, hold on. So you use the army terminology. Alright, so teaching me now. So let's use teaching terminology. So I have two students, say a grade 1 and a grade 6 student. And the grade 6 student got thief, but at the grade 1 picnic got thief, but him say the grade 6 student do it, so him go do it. How do I correct the behavior? You got just scold and punish the little one when at the senior one you expect to set an example.
Yes, 100% you expect the senior one to set an example.
So,
but you also have to reprimand the junior one because he's young and you don't want him to become.
All right. Hold on, MG. I think the analogy where Joshan used kind of difficult.
But him not get a second chance, MG. He has never got a second chance.
Joshan, no, the reason I'm saying that, you know why I'm saying that, MG? Joshan gave an example of a child in grade 1. That's a child. A child don't know right from wrong.
But it's on a stem along the lines.
Joshan.
Yeah.
Trevante is a big man. He was playing overseas. He should understand the professional aspect of the game. You are not a player who has made your name. If you're going to call a team, who you think they're going to call first? A Leon Bailey or a Trevante Stewart? Who you think they're going to call first?
No, that again,
it's not even like 9 out of 10. It's not even 9 out of 10.
No, guaranteed a Leon. Guaranteed a Leon.
Right. Exactly. So guess what? So, all right, you see, like how we have penalized the players them. It's like how we have penalized the players them last week for the action that was taken after the game. At the same situation.
Question: you believe in a second chances?
Me? Of course, I believe in second chances.
So why?
No, I said Trevante should. Remember, I am not saying Trevante should not be in the team. You know,
you don't want to excuse him for do as well.
Exactly.
All right. So how long is he going to be punished for? Trevante, I know, 29.
No.
I think Trevante about 23.
That's the
Trevante probably about 23, 24, bro.
Trevante young man.
Bruh. Rhyme, come on. Bruh. Trouble you know.
Trevante born, so he's a 25-year-old now.
Oi, Jean-Pierre. Much I put on the table so my ball score.
Oh, Warner bro.
No.
Oh, Edwards a come on now.
Yeah, man. Much I put on the table so my ball score.
No, man, I put on point. I see when you stadium, you say my score.
Eh?
Now what they as soon as they say it, they stadium I'm ready for bet. I'm gonna give you money what you now what you get.
I what the am?
Yo.
You remember when me I bet man, I end up get my money, man, I raise again.
I end up get the money.
MG, but you know say before next year match, you say I'll me give up hope. More I do something for me next year match, right? More I stop carry Jamaica next year.
Yo, you know what?
I'm tell you why.
I'll stop there. I'll stop there.
Yo, me see I stadium and never hear him MG. Come here, wonder where they are.
MG, I tell you right, MG. Raheem 2 worst game last season, me see. The semi-final and the final.
MG did they match them?
The 2 match semi MG go. And I say you're Raheem off his score tonight. And the game when Jamaica slap the bar 2 times and lick the crossbar 1 time.
But look how my score tonight.
MG. I want to know
I put him mention the final. I put him mention last year final. Him shall start the match. I don't kill him by.
Yeah, I think
him shouldn't start green as center forward. Him start green as a center forward and put Edwards upon bench. A big match like this.
Who that? Papa?
Last year final. Yeah man, last year final against Cavalier. Maybe I have a bench Edwards coming up and put green as a center forward.
I think Tapa did Guardiola in that game. I think Tapa did a
bro.
Yeah, but as a coach, you have to experiment too. Oh, you're gonna know what they're going to do.
In the final.
Anytime Mount Pleasant's speed, them panic. Their hearts are beat fast.
Raheem with the bulldozer. Raheem dead. Goal.
Him score?
He scored.
Is what I'm bet you. Is what I'm bet you. Is what I'm bet nobody. Tell you know, but I'm
me ball have score. Wicked, yo. Apostle is one of the wickedest striker in our country. 22, 21. I think I'm 21 now.
Yeah, 21, 22. So
21 years old. What not tell me?
Hold on. It's a own goal.
It's a one goal. That's still look. I never go on target.
No, one goal.
It never go on target.
No, man.
No.
It never go on target.
Intention.
It's not intention.
And the Magitas do one goal.
It will be a one because the ball never go on target.
That I go well wide.
You can touch the post or something.
No, man. No. That go wide, man. That go wide.
MG, that far off I target, man.
Release up the man. I want to Guinea. Give the ball, I'm a goal. Call the man, that's a striker. That's a striker.
See, this goes back to the something I earlier now, where you say, why Edwards don't start and Warner Brothers start.
Exactly.
You see what I talk about, though?
That's the main reason why I asked the question, because Raheem Edwards was on farm.
Because, again, you have a thing where the coach is guts and in preference.
Preference of a lot to do.
VAR.
It's like touching hand, man. Many want to say it, but it look like a touching hand.
You see the Fox said them gone a VAR? Boy, MG, almost the same time I celebrate last week too, you know?
Yeah, man, it's touching hand, man. It look like a touching hand to me.
Yo, man, I tell you, I never know the firework at Jamaica. You know, I never see firework.
You not touch it. The trajectory of the ball not change none at all.
Maybe outside them look one, man. Can't hands, man.
No, outside, man. No look at touching hand.
Hands them look for.
No, you know, they're not touching hand.
Oh.
Yeah, man, the ball not change. They're not touching hand, man. A good goal. Look for the church of the ball. You not change none at all.
Yeah, not touching.
You not change none at all. You not touching hand.
You're not touching.
Good goal, man. Good goal.
It close.
Good goal, man. Good goal, man. Good goal. Come, man. Good goal. Good goal, referee. Good goal. You never see.
Oh, Mr. Anglia. Yeah, not touching, man.
Not touching hand, man. The trajectory of the ball not change none at all.
Boy, I tell you something. If VAR call it, them think you touch, man.
No, the VAR want to have a closer look. Just making confirming decision.
MG, you have a question. I don't know if you did listen earlier, right? Let me see if you might call it. Handball.
Yeah, good goal, man. Good.
Handball. MG, may I ask a question?
My score same way.
May I ask a question? Last week in I stadium, you could have make a phone call?
Yeah, my phone, yeah.
You could have make a phone call?
Yeah.
Brother, come here one day, me, Jean-Pierre, Knockins, and everybody there in the stadium couldn't make no phone call, and the referee could have called somebody in New York for call VAR.
Who?
The referee could have talked to the VAR official in New York. Yeah, tell me, say somebody could have disconnect the call there. Yeah, tell me.
That true.
Somebody could have fling a buckle on the VAR screen and broke up his screen.
Shav. Let me tell you something, Shav, right? See, in the army, you see, oh, walkie-talkie, them call it, out the road, them call it walkie-talkie, but it's not really walkie-talkie name, right? A radio call. Not regular radio, regular radio call. You see, me can turn in a Kingston and they on a radio call with somebody a Montego Bay.
MG, understand MG.
Yeah, frequencies and channels.
MG, remember say me I know I that, you know, me know, you know, but we just a hopeful. I just hopeful hope to MG.
I say must let me say he must score again.
You know, more and more team boys that were either call about the VAR.
Of course, that shouldn't be a handball.
Because but you can't tell. There's no way you can tell, Mike. And
the striker must always, the attacking team must always get the advantage.
And I give brother, I tell you, no, VAR, for me personally, VAR mash up football, you know.
It take out the excitement out of the game.
Boy,
Yeah, man, it mash up the sport.
It killed my heart last week. It killed my heart last week. Killed my heart last week, man.
MG,
you know what say, man,
hold on, Shashan. MG, when them they call the penalty, how you there, behave? Because they far from we, you know. How you there, behave?
Me not jump man, but me kind of when me see me not jump man, but me not have videos stay when you know.
Yeah,
me not celebrate. Me have to celebrate.
Yeah, there are some people that say them did know, so I never dive. I never penalty.
But
I like that. You can't.
Man, it was stadium say a penalty that. What you say, brother?
Entire stadium that celebrate.
It was stadium say a penalty.
Sam, you can show it video now.
Sam, all the police and so them behind me that celebrate.
Brother, me see all the Curacao goalkeeper drop a grung like him catch a heart attack.
But MG, you know what Man, I teach her reason why they that the GS said everything is a great and good. Because imagine that player that we are gonna step up and kick when a penalty the MG.
Yo, you know me say, Jean-Pierre, you mean say penalty and a man kick you away.
And a kid is gonna step it up, you know. So you imagine kid, a kid the other ball, man.
Oh no, man! If a king no sticky, me not a problem. No worry.
No, MG and that. Just imagine the person who kick the penalty and beat
He couldn't go man like that, man.
He couldn't leave stadium. He couldn't leave.
MG and that. Just imagine the person that got taboo after got club.
I'm trouble.
Yo, to Jermaine asked to send the link for you can watch the match.
Oh, we now have the link. It's Camel Live. So go on Google and type in Camel Live and you can watch it here.
Oh, wait, in a depot YouTube?
No, in a depot YouTube.
No.
What kind of man is that?
Look like I try the final, the more people for use our streaming platform for it.
Oh. But you know, more players would drop all 3 and 4 from the side.
Alright, Joshua, remember the first half we say Mount Pleasant should have. Remember, I think a 2 chance Lamar Walker get, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Sharp, the second chance Lamar get. Why never square to Warner, bro? Where am I shooting for?
You know, I'm surprised coach put on Maggie. Never put on Maggie though.
Why? Is a Tariq a big attacking midfielder?
I'm surprised he hasn't put him on.
Well, what I think is Tariq more present can't get game this.
I'm still surprised myself. I'm interested to see how they work it out.
But the thing about it, you know, you see the last game, Jean-Pierre, you remember the second leg? You remember how Maggie came on and actually changed the game for Mount Pleasant?
Yeah. You know, Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
You know, I find interesting. I really find interesting. I want to see how Mount Pleasant go through the season without Solomon McCullough.
Why?
You want to see how well them do without
their plan was to. All of them seen really much in that game is that Morrow inverted and control the midfield that way there. But Mar, to me, Mar not as good as McCullough on the defensive side of things on the ball. And then, not to mention, McCall come up with some clutch goals.
Yeah, MG, it hard. MG, I remember some Sule versatile in it. You want to go sweeping do it. You want to miggling do it. You want to go play forward in do it. Like,
yes, sir.
I don't want
to
to
sentiments me have. Me no want to see no VAR screen at Jamaica ever again.
Yo, me never know so VAR work at Jamaica. I first me see VAR alive. Messi them did have VAR, yeah, but
no,
me
man,
no know.
The first VAR game at Jamaica was the game against Canada.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first VAR game at Jamaica. Yeah, man.
But never utilized.
It didn't utilize, man. Remember, that's how we did
get Ryan! Thank you! Sorry, go on. Sorry. My bad.
Remember, that's how we did get the goal. No? The goal over there, Freddie called offside for Bowser. Remember, say a VAR.
Yeah.
And then them award.
Oh, I was short next stadium. VAR.
Yeah.
VAR.
Yo, the man in the Yatta Stadium, man. Jesus Christ.
Yo, Mr. Brother, Mr. You.
Oh, I didn't match him. I didn't match him. Night match me, I think, but I'm not sure VAR.
It was the same match, MG. I see him.
Friday night before the rain come.
It was a Friday game.
Nah, man, the game was supposed to be played Friday, but it rained out. And then the game played the Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And if admission was free.
The admission was free.
Wait, hold on. But glad you bring that match. I'm telling you about Jamaican fans, man. You remember that match was free?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody never got to see it.
Nah, man, the grandstand, the ram. I couldn't run the people, because I got bleachers on Sunday.
Well, on there.
Sunday. Sorry.
So, jump here. You never hear someone protest if you happen up at the JFF office yesterday morning?
That's what me hear, yes. It happened whenever.
Happen where? Jamaica people full of mouth, you know. we have a most stark in an elite action, you know. We don't like nothing.
I'm going to give a bigger joke. I'm going to give credit to Nicardo for this. Because Nicardo must make a video point. There's a FIFA post make an article say Rudolph Smith take over as coach.
Yeah.
And that's a people, you know, who post the same petition too.
All right. Looking up.
That's funny.
Right? I'm going to say this, right? We see a lot of people are saying corruption this and corruption that. I do believe Mr. Speed think about everything we him do before him actually do it.
Of course he did.
And I don't think Mr. Speed is going to put himself in a position where him think he might go compromise Jamaican football like that. To say, yo, we are going to get banned or fined like that. I don't believe that.
Well, no, you gone too far. I think Speed, our job.
No, but for me personally, still Jamfield, it's a big conflict of interest, me G.
No, we're not saying.
And watch this, me G. No,
we're not saying it's not a conflict of interest. You have some persons are saying that what he's doing is illegal and he can get Jamaica banned.
No, I don't know about that part, but when you look at I was reading, you know, say there's some because Nigeria did face some scrutiny like that, you know. But I'm not sure the intricacies of the case, but I think Nigeria has something similar to that. If not something exactly the same thing.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I think that's have to do something with some money in the account and move.
Right, yeah. So MG, like when you look at
that is totally different.
The
only thing that Mr. Speed is being alleged of doing is having too many positions.
Then MG, how much? No, but watch out, not only that.
No, there's a difference between moving money and having multiple positions.
No, man, I'm not talking about the money scandal, man. I'm talking about conflict of interest. Like that.
No, there is no conflict of interest in Nigeria and something. There is none.
But I'm not sure. One country, if I'm not sure, I'm going to do my research to be precise. I can't pin.
Me have something there right in front of me right now.
Oh, gone. I'm a drop off or something?
No, you want me drop off?
No.
Oh.
No, if say have something in front time now, so I
kill the vibe, man.
I'm listening interesting. We're not going to learn some stuff, you know?
You know the funniest thing about this MG? When I type in conflict of interest on FIFA,
yeah.
It's name come up.
Speed.
No.
No. Ryan. Oh, Futbol.
What I did in the window?
Yeah, I think everything will come up pointed out to Craig Butler, literally.
You see them thing there? Boy.
Yeah, remember say people control them search engines there.
All right.
Yeah, in a way.
All right.
Yeah.
So listen, right? The three conflict of interest, the last three conflict of interest. Jerome Valke, the former FIFA Secretary General, received a 12-year ban for several violations, including conflict of interest related to the sale of media and TV rights.
Okay.
The second one, Jeffrey Webb, a former FIFA vice president, was banned for life and fined $1 million for multiple ethics violations, including conflict of interest and bribery. Marco Polo Del Nero, the former president of the Brazilian Football Confederation, was banned for life and fined for his role in schemes to receive bribes in exchange for awarding media and marketing rights.
So in other words,
everything involved money.
Well, until people or JFF start lose money, they're not business.
Exactly. So I'm missing now.
Yeah, Edwards a play ball, you know.
That's the reason why I asked, why is he not? Yo, literally, Craig Butler take over conflict of interest by
So let me ask a question now, right? Let me ask a question. Based off of FIFA rule. Based off FIFA rules, you know, me no want no assumption. Me no want guess and spell. What exactly is the conflict of interest?
Would have been the different hats. Where am I wear? Because remember, you know.
No, man, but MG is based from FIFA. Because from my
FIFA
understanding,
rules, you know.
FIFA have no rules say he can be part of one club and then part of the federation.
Yeah, there's no rule against that from FIFA.
All
right, I'm gonna tell you.
But
hold on.
All right, go on.
You see, a Craig Butler now, based on what I think now, I read right now. A Craig Butler had a conflict of interest because remember he took over. What the team name now?
Shop. Allegedly.
Allegedly, he took over. Phoenix, Chapitan Maroon, while he still had some ownership rights in Vir Phoenix, right? So him basically the
No, but you have the facts wrong because I'm data run Chapitan Maroon.
No, but they didn't have ownership in here.
Oh, they didn't have here. Okay.
No, there was a managing contract. They were the managers, but not ownership.
Right. So these are the different conflict of interest rules the FIFA have, right? The one, FIFA Code of Ethics. This is the primary document governing ethical conduct. Article 16 emphasizes a duty of loyalty. Article 14 covers general duties, including behaving ethically and avoiding the appearance of improper conduct, violations, are sanctioned with fines and potential bans. We all agree that.
What is called ethically? What do you mean by ethically in this sense?
But it said duty of loyalty.
Duty of loyalty.
General duties. I don't think that would apply to Mr. Speed. The next one is multiple roles in club or league ownership.
That's where the thing.
How?
Wait, because how is it that he might operate a club plus have ties to the administration?
Again.
No, I'm not ties to the administration of JPL.
Jashan, listen.
Say that again.
I'm not ties to the JPL.
No, not to the JPL, to the club. Cavaliers.
No, but listen to the rule and read.
Listen to what me just read. Multiple roles in club/league ownership.
Oh.
Holding dual roles such as being a club owner and a league official.
Wasn't he a league official one time?
No.
He never reported the
finance. He was a part of finance, but
that's a fair point, John Peel, to be fair.
Finance. It depends on what where them conflict of finance.
If in previously all rule and now he can't hold it against him.
No, he's not in a role now. He's not in a role now.
All right. So holding dual roles such as being club owner and so multiple club ownership and player transfers. FIFA FIFA is considering banning transfers between clubs with the same owners or group to mitigate conflict of interest. Investigations have been launched into players like Vinny Jr., who might have ownership. What is penalty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, throwing.
So,
Yeah.
so hold on. You know why they bring up that now, Shav? Because I what the Red Bull group I do and
Yeah, and Man
Chelsea.
City,
group,
and
the
City,
City
Man
group,
City and Chelsea.
and Chelsea I do. And Red Bull I do. Red Bull have a team in every continent.
All right, so the next one now, the football agents. The FIFA football agent regulations aim to mitigate conflict of interest by generally prohibiting an agent from representing multiple parties. Example, both the player and the club in the same transaction.
Would have seen that.
Where?
Name response King.
Who?
Shav, the commentators are saying they want to commentate on the game and leave the discussion to after.
Okay.
No, Joshua, the name responsible King.
So
One big agent responsible for King.
Jaja God. But go chat. You know, so I watch one interview with MG and feel say based on the interview I watch. Say Steve, Speed and King have big tight.
What do you mean by that?
Yo, go watch our interview on the Fix. You know that platform, eh?
Oh, gosh.
Who did the interview?
Who the interview?
Big man. I can't afford no lawsuit. Big man.
No, the lawsuit, man. But you can't have the interview.
No, Craig do the interview.
Let me tell you the agents who Richard King. Richard King.
I just find it a while ago, man, MG. I just find it a while ago. It's called Unique Sports Group.
Unique Sports Group. And tell us, Shav, also who are some of the players who are part of Unique Sports Group.
All right, hold on.
Just go on transfer market and click on them and you'll see.
Me can quote Craig. Craig said on the Fix. King alone or King are the only player that relates to speed or talks to speed. No other player has speed that relationship. Can go watch the interview.
So Anthony Gordon is one. Mark Goy, Nathan, Mark Gay,
Ethan Nwere, Brennan Johnson, Jacob Ramsey, Calvin Bassey, Hakim Kanalagolu,
Wan Bissaka,
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Nico Williams, Dwight McNeil, Lewis Kelly,
who we are trying to from England.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a big agent of the MG.
And Jonathan
Harry Wilson, Ryan Sessian,
Cameron Archer, another Jamaican again. So
that's the agents when I signed to. And that was, I think he signed about 2 years ago. And people wonder how comes in a leave yet.
So, and everything we hear upon, all right, this is what I always say, right? I'm not showing a shade upon a show, upon any particular show. You see, if a show is not primarily sports based and they're really just looking for traction, you see anything a year upon it, sometimes
take it with a pinch of salt.
Take it with a pinch of salt.
Do your own research.
Do your own research. Because you see, just as that now, that platform subject themselves, subject themselves, final
lawsuit. They subject themselves to a strong lawsuit.
Because you see, based on what I say, you see that law there a while ago, I read out by FIFA. If Mr. Speed was really in charge of King, he would be doing a breach. He would have a conflict of interest there.
Yeah, definitely.
But we know for a long time now King signed to them. Me can't tell you the year when King signed, when them announced it.
Oh, so they signed him while he was at Cavalier.
Yeah, while he was at Cavalier. And for sure as well, the agency, they also manage managers as well. They also manage coach. Look at Mr. Rudolph Speed tonight. If anything, they are part of the team.
How you get that you from MG?
No,
Wicked man. And then man, I run MG Sports, you know. No people feel like I'm me, you know. That was the face. You think I joke, Jashan? Man, laugh. Man, think I joke, man.
I'm a face, see.
Jean-Pierre gone.
All right, hold on. Devoir D. I love what you said that a while ago, right? Because somebody pointed out to me what day I never realized. Speed's conflict of interest is that he can put Cavaliers players into the national team. MG, how much Cavaliers players make a national team over the past 2 or 3 years?
Busy King.
What you call busy? Chevron Marsh?
No, sir. Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Atkinson.
Marsh didn't have squad to another time, remember no?
No, man, long time. No, look for that, brother. Look for that. He passed 2 years, man, after probably say Busy and King.
How much more players and player they in high squad? 3 years.
No. No. Well, when the name, man, when Ming going to squad, which part him there? Cavaliers are more pleasant.
More pleasant. Remember last year that happened.
Oh, you got a Unity Cup. Okay.
So, I don't really understand the logic. As somebody said to me the other day in the MG.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said to me.
But then again, what I push the narrative there again.
Which narrative?
Say Cavalier player. Yeah, like the G I say, the G use it as a I go use it as a platform inject cars. Yeah, because like them say earning a certain like in order to get contracts overseas, you have to earn a certain amount of national caps. Like England and probably Germany and some other notable countries. You have to have a certain amount of national caps to get contracts. So that was what that was the basis of Craig's argument to say that
Understand.
Yeah, so that's his concern to say that if that's really the case, then you wonder, is it really going to be an opportunity for Speed and his players to earn, or is it a case where him genuinely have the country's interest at heart?
Well, make us see.
No? The first squad selection, I'll tell you. So the question now, if we don't see none other than King in night.
First,
and King is not even King and even play again. If we don't see none in night, what should we say?
I mean, personally, still in the MG, I either him, Coley, or Tapper mode again in Jabber. Personally.
You know, say me not go hide and talk, right?
Him not the Palmile.
Hold on. You know, say me would have put Davian Ferguson over Tapper.
Why?
But I just have my reasons why.
Yeah.
And again, I
think Davian Ferguson is a better tactician than Whitmore.
Okay.
I think Davian is a better tactician because I noticed it because even the break that we mentioned earlier in the first half, Jashan, where we were mentioning about the change that Mount Pleasant made, it wasn't Whitmore that got up, It was Davian Ferguson.
No, but then you don't know if Ferguson operate under Whitmore's instruction.
But who is the best person for relay your information? You or an ex-man?
No, man. That's
no, man. Let's ask a question. All right. What did the Nationals do when we saw the assistant coach directing traffic? Do you think it was the head coach who told him to direct traffic?
Brother, probably Americans, you call it now. Americans patriotism as a Jamaican chipping at him, I don't know.
Because remember, I see how Damian Lowe their coach at one time,
Which the man you think Damian Lowe get up a chair on the crowd?
Bro.
Nah, man, when I tell Damian
but I'm not gonna say, Meji, you play team football?
Who, me?
Yeah.
three hours on the place, me the only person just actually win Manning Cup.
Alright, Maji. Alright, Maji. So you win Manning Cup. So your team never
Hold on there,
play.
me never get no game. But me still pass my squad.
That's sure, boy. Go, boy. Go, boy.
But yeah, but what you say now? As what I say still, it's not a sure to say. I just believe that as a tactician, because I've sit down, I've sat and I've watched games at the National Stadium when Mr. Ferguson, and I've seen where Mr. Ferguson.
JC, I used to go with G.
Yeah, one college man.
Good question.
No, because remember again, it must say personal preferences. Why?
Hold on. Hey. MG, which league me hate the most in the world?
No.
No, just tell the truth. Which league me not support the most in the world?
Football.
Oh, all right. You all right now, Jashan?
No, but you know, you may say WG. Remember, you saying personal reasons why you think.
No, but then I stated it after.
But then you'd have work with Fergie.
Yeah, but I work with Fergie because I see him work. I see him work with Mount Pleasant. You think of JC? Hold on there. You think everything what I say are because of JC? Again, I do not have any big thing for schoolboy football. I do not have that big thing for schoolboy football. I have to see you perform bet against quality players all around. Schoolboy football, you don't always have that.
In a lot of stages, man, I get quality football at schoolboy.
All right, me I go start some controversy. I saw a team win Manning Cup already, and that team avoided all of the top team them.
Who Stats?
Stats never win Manning Cup. Stats never win Manning Cup.
They win Manning Cup, man. 1980s.
No, me talk. Brother, me never born them time. The brother me talk about now.
Which year?
Me not go call no name because
no. Which year?
Me not go call no year. Cause if I call the year, you're gonna know the team. But I saw a team win Manning Cup and don't play none of the top 3 team them in the league.
But which school is not about no. But I'm going to look at schoolboy football, brother.
All right.
Which school winning Manning Cup where is not a notable school? Mona I?
Me not call no name. Me not call nothing at all. All I am saying, I have seen schools win the competition and not play the hardest team them in the competition. That's all I would say. Realize MG now say nothing? Alright.
Me don't come in, no. I'm not trying to figure it out.
No, but I must mourn a Ungle side, right? When Manning Cup in the last 4 years, they say it's not a notable school or a school.
You not call no name.
Well, enough of it then. It can be a different team.
It can be a different team enough to be Mona. As I said, me not go say it. So even if you say the team name, me not go tell you yes or no. Because I just want to avoid controversy. But I'm just saying, in schoolboy football, you don't always. Again, that year they make me realize say you don't always play the best teams, but you can still win the competition. Ball. Goal, Bradford. What a shot, man.
Straight on the keeper though. Straight on the keeper and kick it.
Jean-Pierre, they have to run off Nakins. Mount Pleasant coming back to Jamaica with a 1-0 victory. MG, what do you think?
It's a good look.
I look at
They make the game hard. They make the game hard than it should be though.
Yeah, cause they should have.
Them beat them in the season. I think I think them beat them in the season. So they shouldn't be so hard. And they beat them comprehensively too. I guess on nerves.
Or maybe match fitness.
But MG, all of the man in the play the football. Remember,
probably that too.
Yeah, remember.
Yeah.
Bradford again. Come on, man. You know, MJ, I'm a freer with this now. One place I get all of them chance, yeah? And then the side can get one chance.
That remind me of what you ever got Trinidad?
Brother, you can stop. Alright, you realize how long I stop that about Jamaica?
Judge boy, reggae boy.
Just one chance. One chance is all it takes.
If you want to join a club, just
What are the next FIFA win the MG?
In a March.
So it's a one squad, a one do or die squad speed of a pick.
Alright,
Yeah.
so me have an opinion on this now, right? Ashoy Gibbs, me never call nobody name. So nobody call no school, nobody put no school name around for me if say, yo, this me say this or that. But just say something. Alright. Me never call no school name. But yeah, so that's what me there say now, right? Never hear the answer. Oh yeah, what me I say now? What me I say now? In regards to the squad we are gonna get picked in a March, you see whatever coach that we had gotten, if it wasn't me with Mr. Speed, MG, do you think it would have been wise to get somebody brand new for that job? I wanted somebody brand new. But based off the situation, getting a brand new coach, do you think that coach would have had the time to implement?
No. Watch out of that. You have to think about a coach that know the players. A new coach know this is a high deal now. Isn't it? Yeah, a new coach will have probably like a long-term project. But and not even short-term. I never know if I call it a sprint second project this energy.
Yeah, because and if you think about it, right? The squad are gonna get called the Saturday or the Friday. The team are gonna fly come to Jamaica. The
Monday.
The Sunday to Monday.
Remember some weekend match normal play?
So that's what I say Sunday to Monday, Sunday night to Monday morning. So most likely the team are gonna reach at Jamaica the Tuesday. The game is, if you think about it, I probably 2 training sessions alone them have if so much because one
No, but that's the norm still. If you have 2 training sessions, that normally happen 2 training sessions.
Yeah, so that's what I'm say. If we had gotten a coach brand new, all that coach would actually be doing is just sending a team out there.
So, I don't think you have the time to even know the ball then.
You wouldn't even have time for you to know the player them.
No, exactly. That's why we say, and the right one for the job still. Probably a Speed or Topper or Coley. One of them 3 man.
Topper on the bench. Big coach Topper. Come back and you do a 1-0 victory.
So for me, Ashoy, Mr. Gibbs, again, all right, the reason why I say I don't want it, the reason why I say controversial, I don't want to call nobody no school name or institution name and then it gonna be a situation for say yo them never deserve it. That's the reason why. So I'm not saying it's anything bad. That's the reason why I say I'm not going to call any school name or anything like that. I was just saying that I've seen the situation. That's why I don't really have that bigger thing for schoolboy football because I've seen where schools have won it without playing the better teams in the competition. That's all. And what happened this year in our first round, that is our next thing as well. That's the biggest foolishness we ever seen in football history. So to me, it doesn't make no sense.
I want me at the first one.
With them all, you have school only play 5 or 6 match. Oh, that makes sense.
Then Maji, if it's a certain amount of number of schools, and where you want is a.
What you mean?
Yeah,
last year, every school play at least the minimum 10 games.
Yeah, but last year they have more teams than last year.
No, you don't understand the question. Like last year for 100 team, this year 80 team. Where you want is that?
I don't think you reach 80.
No, man, because I use numbers example.
Hold on. In the first round last year, you did have 7 or 8 teams in the group, them right?
Per group, yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody
2 games per match.
And everybody play each other twice, right?
Oh man, yeah. Right?
Was that the same thing that happened this year?
No, because you have less teams.
No, you have way lesser teams.
Hold on, no, MG. So why is it that you couldn't have the same set of team them are played? The same set of everybody play everybody 1 time, 2 time again this year.
All right.
So that never mean at the Morning Cup. At one time, the Morning Cup teams then face each other.
Yeah. At one time alone. And then the top 4 team at them alone play again.
For playoffs.
That's the only thing I say. That's exactly what I say. So they limit it.
But D Cup never have that still. So D Cup man, them gonna play way more because D Cup they have a home
So
and
that's
a
why
away
I'm
leg.
saying. So that's why I said. What was the reason? So Uptown, John Herdman would have been my ideal candidate for the head coach for the team.
Yeah, but why? Why Herdman? Why?
Because he knows Concacaf. We
Yeah.
have always said that we want a coach that knows Concacaf. This John Herdman, he knows Jamaica. You remember the last time Jamaica played Canada when he was a coach? You remember how he simply nullified us? You know what that means? He knows our players.
No, Meji, but then we can't remember we got Canada gonna beat them 3-2.
That's a fair point. But me also remember Trinidad beat USA as well. So
You know, let me tell you, Shav, let me tell you one thing when me look on right now. See, any coach you want a coach who is currently working. Me don't know a coach who has done nearly 2 seasons.
You know the reason why John Herdman, is not the coach now?
Why?
You don't know the reason why?
No, me don't know. I don't know how go on.
You remember in the Olympics there was this controversy about the Canadian women team and them they spy on them opponents with a drone?
Yeah.
That was the reason why he's not working.
Was it him orchestrated?
They said that he was the one behind it.
Well, let me tell you what me here. Me here, Sir Erdman, the job what Erdman in coming for was actually for the reggae girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Also comes in and start pop up in a circle. Because of the reggae girls' job. But Trinity get pop up in a circle now, everybody just run with it. You notice which team is saying did that coach? When he get catch? The women team.
The women Olympic team, yeah.
Yeah, and then remember me as a coach, you have to evolve with football, bro. Football evolve by the minute,
Sure. Match done 1-0.
Vincent Company come forward and like if you look how Blair change the whole dynamic of football energy.
So based off what I read, sources with knowledge of the search said Jamaica had established contact with John Herdman's camp prior to McLaren's resignation. So the JFF did reach out to John Herdman before McLaren's resignation.
Which prior to that?
Sports Illustrated.
Bro, I know sitting there and they reach out for. After they sitting that job, after the regular girl's job.
No, the fact that they're saying that before his resignation, that somewhat makes
sense. How they know him did resign?
It did written, man.
Hold on, MG. Hold on.
It was written in the style.
MG, hold on, MG. Hold on, MG.
MG.
Remember, MG. Hold on. Remember, based on the article that was in the New York Times, the previous coach had planned surgery on his ankle sometime down this year. I think maybe December, maybe January. And based on the recovery time for that would have been 6 months to a year. So maybe even if we had qualified, he wasn't planning on continuing.
But MG, but this man is still in the MG. If we are be honest, this man trajectory as a coach where he at the head of the team. Him not winning CV. Him time and money, him tenure man you is as a level assistant coach, a first team coach, something to that.
No man, him CV is not as bad as what people make it look. Him biggest downfall was when him couldn't qualify the England team to the Euro.
No, MG, that is a massive failure still.
I agree.
That was alright. So him basically failed 2 teams general golden generation.
Yeah, I agree.
This was Jamaica's golden generation.
Which golden generation? Golden generation my backside.
So MG, you ever say probably 98.
If Canada and USA denied, if Canada and USA denied, wouldn't have them a conversation right now.
MG.
So MG, no, MG, me not answer that.
MG,
MG, remember we beat Canada already at them yard, you know?
MG.
With them big names, you know, Fonzie and the whole of them, you know.
If we get one group with Panama night, Costa Rica night, and Mexico night, we're dead.
MG,
We're dead.
let me tell you. You know? You see the fact
Yeah.
that we had Curacao, and me I go talk about that too. You see the fact that we had Curacao, Trinidad, and Bermuda in our group. This is the reason why I would say golden generation, because this was the prime opportunity for us to
Jay,
qualify.
me and you could have go qualify the side for
No, me not good. Me can't play ball again.
Jay, me Sunday morning side
All right. This is the next thing, right? This is the next thing. Because me I listen to all of the interviews and all of the podcasts, and I realize a lot of Jamaicans, they don't really follow Curacao. Even you, MG, me have to beat you for this.
Curacao not good. Just we worse.
MG. And a lot of
Yeah,
persons
listen.
are really downside. They're really criticizing, not really criticize Curacao. They're downplaying this Curacao team. They're saying because Curacao is this small island, daddy D, blah blah blah.
Jay, remember say
Hold on, no, G.
England reject versus Netherlands reject.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Me not gonna subscribe to them word day. Me not gonna ever call nobody that. Right? So
Yo,
if all of
we
them
call him.
players,
We call him. We call him. We call him. We call him then.
They are Curacao players that were born in Netherlands.
G, if them could have met Netherlands side, then when there,
You don't know. None of us know though.
Ethan Pinnock play under 20 or under 17 for England. Him get one cap. Him play no more football for England.
All right, hold on. So this is the thing now. You say that this is, as I say, if you want this,
No, I'm not.
Hold on, no, my general. Me I gonna tell you straight. You see that R word there? The players them find it disrespectful. Me I gonna tell you that straight. No,
Right, reject.
No. Listen to me. I'm gonna get upset because of this now. Me I tell you, the players them find it disrespectful. So that's why me not gonna ever call a man reject. Me not gonna do it. If you want to do it, fine, but me not gonna do it. All right. So you can continue with that, but me not gonna do it. My point that I am saying is no. Me hear people that disrespect Curacao team. I say Curacao team is this small island. Them not even know say Curacao play football. Only one of Curaçao's player was born
In a Curacao.
in Curacao, and that player didn't even play because that player was injured. All of Curaçao's other player, they play in they came up in the Netherlands youth system. We can all agree here that Netherlands youth system is better than Jamaica's youth system.
100%.
Some might even say Netherlands youth system might even be better than England's youth system.
Fox.
So to say that Curacao is a bug team because they have the name Curacao, I will not say that. I will not subscribe to it because their coach is a Dutch coach. So the same football that Netherlands grows up playing, it's the same football that Curacao will go up playing. So I will not subscribe and say that Curacao is a bug team. Jordan, I know you know what football out of Jamaica. So you go disagree with me I say. But it's just the plain facts. Curaçao's team is a well-structured team.
With a system. We don't have a system.
A proper system.
We can't say a question, so.
Go on.
This Jamaica team with the Curaçao coach, would you say we're better than Curaçao?
I can't tell. I don't know.
Well, repeat that question, MG.
This Reggae Boy squad,
Yeah.
I will switch to coach them.
Yeah.
Would we say that we're better than Curaçao?
No, the Curaçao players to me technically better.
If they were technically better, why is it that for both games, all our metrics favor Jamaica except the goals to score?
Say that again?
For both games, all of the metrics of the game, the underlying metrics of the game goes in favor of Jamaica instead of Curaçao, other than the goals to score.
Why?
All right. So let me give you a perfect example. I'll go back to the game, man. I want to listen to these details over the two games. Statistics. Whilst people will say, boy, Adam give me ball or rotate. Listen to the statistics, right? Possession, Jamaica 60, Curacao 40.
This is the first game?
This is our last game.
Yeah.
Big chance created, Jamaica 4, Curacao 0.
All right, question MG. Question. May I ask you something? Fine. So, Curacao did need for creating a big chance?
No, they come for defend.
Them did. All right, so question. May I ask you one question? Curacao had a game plan approaching the game?
Yeah, defend and collect a point, and that good enough.
Did they execute the game plan efficiently?
100%. 100%.
So, then
listen to the first. So listen to your first game now. Me not gonna deny where you stay. So this is how me will contract your argument now. The first game, and this is a game where both teams need to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the metrics. Curacao 42% possession, Jamaica 58.
Mm-hmm.
Curacao 7 shot, Jamaica 18. Shots on target for Jamaica 7, Curacao 4. Big chance created, Jamaica 1, Curacao 0. Passes completed, Jamaica 340, Curacao 241.
Yeah, I wish coach did say, yo, keep the ball and give me the points. I would say that again. Moreno?
Moreno.
Yeah.
keep the ball and give me the points.
Technically, that one.
So,
and Nandes, join the show, Nandes. Forward on the show, Nandes. Forward, Nandes. Forward.
Yeah, we drop the link.
I drop it already, man. Nandes and Jordan on the forward on the show. The people in my ear, you know. But yeah, MG. So, MG, I know where you come from. Mm-hmm. You get to the point to say that Curacao did not outplay we. And I never said that.
No, they didn't outplay us, MG. But all right. The chance, you remember the goal that was Curacao score?
Hold on, Joshan. The persons who I am talking about, MG, are the persons will come out and say, who is Curacao? What is Curacao? Is that they're saying Curacao should not be walking. So my point I'm saying is that those players, even though they may not be technically better than our players, as what people always say, they are coming from a system that they are used to from a tender age.
And then watch out to me, remember that the one of them youth know each other from them at 9 and 10.
But you figure say when we play Curacao, the amount of chance to create and job, the amount of chance
MG and
so
again,
we put away our chance.
No, but again, MG, it comes down to my part, the technical aspects of it. The technical is sound up front.
Technical, so we just can't kick the ball like goal.
And Curacao,
and that has been a problem for us.
MG, were we creating any clear-cut chances in that game?
Yes.
Which clear-cut chance we create?
How much time will we can
in the two games we play?
Hold on, MG. The game at stadium. Those were set plays.
Yeah, Bobby Reid.
Bobby Reid
in the first 3 games.
That was offside.
In the first 5 minutes, Bobby Reid.
MG, it was offside. You know what I'm more
No, man.
Want to clear about it?
G, I'm not offside. Bobby not offside. Bobby not offside.
Listen to me,
alright,
man.
sharp. Even if him offside, when them tell us, finish, I'll make a referee put up in flag. Finish, make a referee put up in flag.
MG, listen to me, right? I don't believe it was offside. But guess what? You see the last man for Curacao, he had stopped. You know the reason why? The linesman put up him flag. So I believe, but you know why so the hesitation when he make? He made a hesitation and then he continued the play because he remember say, yo, the player will still continue, but if anything, Brother, go watch about the game. They
But-
called an offside.
But me ask you something, Shab. Did
Hold on.
the
even
referee call
so,
offside?
Shab,
Jean
even
Pierre,
so,
hold on.
Shab.
Brother, I am not saying Bobby Reed was offside. Me never say, brother, no listen to me, no man. We said the player was offside. Listen to what me say.
No, but I'm
Watch
saying
about the
even if
game.
the play,
You see,
even
after the keeper saved the ball, look if you didn't see that the ball was spotted.
yeah, but even so, G, let's say it's an offside, and he's offside. I was taught and I learned
Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle. We all
play
know that.
to right. So there's no excuse in the world
You missed that.
to miss that
No,
chance.
there was no excuse there. Well, there was no excuse there for not put the ball on the other side of the keeper, because him kick the ball straight on the keeper.
G,
Man, to
him
score
not no excuse, brother. Him not no excuse. Literally
Score,
none.
then we can work out after.
True.
If you not score, if you not give, fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
score it.
man. But
But
your
MG,
job.
but me I tell you, it was me, Jean Pierre, and something that we did there. And when the man take the shot, and we ask so, we say, oh, them they call offside. Even me and Jean Pierre, I say, hold on, MG man. Even me and Jean Pierre, I say, yo, oh, that for offside. Who offside? We are say, yo, it wasn't offside, but they called an offside. Me I tell you, they called an offside for the player.
Who call the offside?
The linesman called an offside. Me I tell
No,
you,
man, I go kick him
Because
shot.
I must
MG,
goal kick, man.
Shot.
on the
It
ball.
couldn't be a goal kick because the keeper saved the ball.
The
Shot,
ball
goal
make
kick
off
him.
of that Bobby Reed.
MG, I don't
Shot,
want
goal
first
kick.
half your I don't want first half your attack, right? When the
Yo,
keeper-
The first 5 minutes or 6 minutes of the game.
Jesus.
Shot, me go find the match and show you.
Me I go find the video.
And the full match me go find it, so we not have no.
Alright, go on. Finally, yeah. Find the whole match.
Yeah,
So we
well,
can't
good for watch that. They watch
You-
the man.
You have a problem, no, me now can put
Sinandes answer. Offside was called for real. Me and Nandes cannot talk foolishness. Them
Well,
call
no, man.
offside.
Well,
If them
no.
at the stadium now go see it and hear it. You know the reason why? Because all the way they are complaining and say Bobby Reed should have kick the ball in it. Them call
But-
offside.
Yo,
Yeah,
for
tell us them
what?
call offside.
You reggae boys give me a headache, brother.
Exactly,
man.
Nandes. Me and Champion did, and we have to say, yo, oh, them call offside this, so who was offside? To the point where me have to say, Bobby Reed should have kicked the ball in it, make him
How
call
much minutes in
offside.
the game? How much minutes in the game
Me
happen?
no remember.
About 5 or 4
Nah, man.
early in the game.
Early in the game, though. But
Very early,
remember,
10 minutes ago.
I mean, I said to Nandes, yo, I bet Bobby Reed kick the ball in the back in it. And then them call offside and then it got VAR. Because I know them never there. But me I tell you, they called that offside. When the keeper, when the man take the shot, the keeper, the ball ricochet go back in the goal and the keeper go back and grab the ball.
Yeah. Say that was an offside play.
Brother, say if the keeper spot the ball off of that.
No, man said the play leading up to it was offside.
They called it an offside. I don't believe I don't believe it was an offside, but I'm
Okay,
telling you they
but-
called an offside.
Even so, on Bobby's area though, that fair score.
The point of we're making a shot is that the biggest chance of the game, we got it and we never score. And that would the kind of make, and I say.
And Shaman Nichols said, Eda, I think
And
he
if
jumped
we have
a
put away
second
that
too
chance,
early.
who tell where the game will go?
Well, shower curtain boss jump on. Where's the shower curtain? Shower curtain, I don't know if you had to.
So go on.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, man, we are
Yeah,
here
yeah.
now.
Yeah, the day came, but there, bro.
Me there, man.
Good.
Still a stress, but we good. I hold up myself.
We are close same way.
When I hear me?
Yeah,
You know
man.
I hear.
Boy,
I hear
me-
Wi-Fi.
So, bro. So, don't you really think my client could have take we could to the World Cup, bro? Really?
You have to hope, you know.
Me G,
Never no feed none of brother.
and I watch me every Jamaican brother, no man at all, MG, can't come tell me say they never believe.
Brother,
Every man did believe
you see
and
the
know.
fuck?
We never believe from the
All right, shower curtain. Next question. You didn't hear the match?
No.
You never did the match. All right, so you never believe
First
them.
match we miss.
Well, I know. You see the fact said the stadium they rammed to the brim. It shows that people did believe.
The whole country believe. MG, you know I must painful part, brother.
I remember Sure Curtain as much as the situation bad, we were only one goal away from qualifying for the World Cup.
G, yo, when I most painful, brother, I gotta work and could function.
Brother, you're lucky you could have got work. You couldn't got work.
What I know.
But we not say day one. But we not say the same day one. I will tell the man him say, if Jamaica for make it go World Cup, he not nothing for do with no coach. It's just individual brilliance I got do carry. If individual brilliance do.
So question MG,
So
what go on,
so done, bro.
And this is a question where it been a puzzle my brain. Like, so given the fact that we know the speed of the man going forward, are we saying that Leon, or should we think that Leon and Whisper are players who would be implicated?
Alright, let me tell you this. You see, all of the people them have a sense in the world, we are gonna say because of speed, certain players now gonna get picked. Let me tell you this. You know who is
Hold on. All right, so we just find the video clip. We just find the video clip. Fine. Go on.
MG can probably attest to this. MG, who is one of Rudolph Speed's favorite player in the JPL now? Which team he play for?
Chapelton Maroon.
Okay. Is that player related to not related? Is that player a part of an academy that somebody is a part of?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's Mr. Speed's favorite player right now in Jamaica, right? So, you see, all of this thing where people are talk about, people need to know things before they talk.
No, but it's still not alright, my G.
Alright, do you know that Mr. Speed wanted Whisper Night team? Do you know that Mr. Speed wanted Whisper Night team?
If I know that Mr. Speed wanted Whisper in the team.
Exactly.
No, but you're still not understanding me. Alright, so fine. Speed now have a problem to call these players. Will the agent and the players come? That's my question then.
That is the question. So are you going to blame Speed for that now? If you so much love your country and a coach for the national team call your player, but because you have a riff with the coach, you're not going to send your player. You love the country?
No.
No, that's all like you have personal grudges or grievance.
Brother, we have that about something I'm gonna think if Speed call up.
Show a curtain, it happened already. Yeah, tell you that said that happened
Bro, when the ham.
But then Greg would argue and
Hold on, Shavan, when that happen? When a national team call up
hold on. You follow all of Jamaica football from youth go straight up, right?
Yeah. Well, no, me personally.
Show a curtain me attack.
Yeah.
Shop, me send it to WhatsApp here. Check your WhatsApp.
Say they follow the U20 last year. Well, last year earlier this year, they follow the U20 qualifiers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the first round of the qualifiers, you had two players from a particular camp that was called. One of them even scored. And then those two players were no longer called again for the final round. And it's not because they weren't called. They weren't allowed to go.
So who that coach a team there?
What, the U20 team?
Yeah.
Jerome wait, man.
Jerome was coaching the team, but Jerome was coaching the team at that time.
But and then it make me wanna know if for them little thing I make some players left but then it says that way in a shop because I remember a man still argue say I mean I don't know the intricacies, but I'm gonna argue say because of one's influence with the JFF and players getting called up, it cost him 3 players.
Huh?
You never hear me?
No, there's a vibration.
Someone MG phone look like.
No, sir, I couldn't. No, sir.
Our curtains.
Show a curtain, boss. Hold on there. Yeah, where you saying, G?
Mute arms in the time. It might come and nice. Yeah.
MG, the video not come yet, here?
Yeah, man, Richard, me send all different number, me send up on WhatsApp. Yeah, man, it's send. Oh, no.
Yeah, so, as I say, I don't believe because of where a player is associated that a player will not be called. I don't believe that. Me hear people say it all the while, and me can
No, but then the G showed the same Craig. I would argue say Leon and Kyle never get national caps. Them under 20 caps. They never get.
Hey. Well, on, man. All right. So let me clear it up, yeah? Let me clear it up. So this is up on record. This is up on record.
Because a quote of the G said.
That's how me clear it up. It is documented. It is documented that Craig Butler said Leon Bailey not coming on team unless Kyle is being selected.
Hold on, MG. You see the clip where you send me? I never want you to stop it there, so I do want you to continue the clip.
Where's the MG? Leon Bailey, he said what? Leon what?
Hold on, MG. You hear me say? I don't believe it was offside. I do not believe it was offside, but an offside was called. That's what I said.
But at the end of the day, score no. But what would he say initial Nashabi? Score make you
VAR. Yeah, that's what I said. Score the back. I mean, if it is score and them call offside, when it go VAR, it wouldn't call off. So me agree to it. But I'm just telling you that they called an offside.
Okay.
All right. So no, Jashan, you mentioned something a while ago. MG kind of clarified that, right?
No. Yeah, whenever you hear what I'm saying, I
don't know if you ever heard the term marry a player. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, I've heard that term before.
You heard the term.
Okay. Yeah, man.
So it was always said that Leon and Kyle was never yet invited to the national team.
No, I don't know about the national team. About national under 20 and under 17. Me I quote the GBS by what I'm saying. Never said national team. So under 20 and under 17, they were omitted.
Okay. I don't say me have to say still, you know, so.
Yo, and again, Majid, I don't know the intricacies of Phoenix Academy or the JFM. Like a two horse, so you have to listen to what the RS1 say, what RS2 say. And you make sense out of nonsense. But really and truly, on my side, your side, and the truth.
Yeah, true.
All right. So you say, once upon a time, me never know nothing of the football. Me never know nothing at all. Me did dumb to this. And me always I say, why is it that certain players I get fight? I always usually say, why certain persons I get discarded, why certain persons now get a certain look in. Until you actually hear what's actually happening. All right. Zidane, Grady, me I watch the U17 World Cup. I watch the U20 World Cup, right? I totally agree with you. You see, our youth football in Jamaica, we're far behind. I said to MG the other day, I watch the U17 World Cup and I don't believe our reggae boys can actually beat a U17 team or qualify out of them zone. I now go hide and talk. Those U17, and you can see clear structure. Our football itself needs to fully start over. And that's the reason why I said, Jashan, that's the reason why I said I have a problem with schoolboy football. Because schoolboy football is what we use to develop our players so that they can get ready for the international tournaments. Yeah, Mark, Emmanuel, I think that me and Jashan did say we all agree that Curacao team was actually a good team. Now that Jashan, now that you say as well. Look at Jashan drop off. But yeah, Mark Emmanuel, that's exactly what everybody was saying. We were all saying
man, Curacao is a brilliant team.
No, Mark, remember, you know what I was commenting now, because I saw some persons are knocking interview people. You can go check out Knocking's interview on YouTube. It was just how I heard some fans talking about Curacao as if Curacao was. Listen, you see, any game me going on a fret, it must mean that the team is a good team. The leader is here. Leader come for defend him team them now, you know.
No, I'm not really come for defend the team. I just listen. I just hear a little thing. I'm just like for just clarify that whether you for the youth there. Let me just make a click, and I'll take too long. Okay. What's his name? The J.
Jashan.
Jashan. Okay, let me help you out, Jashan. You see, like how I was a little bit involved from the time when both youngsters. I know Leon Bailey I knew Leon Bailey before Craig, but that's not where the matter is here, right? Okay, let me explain now. All age group team.
Him gone in a leader, but they can still talk.
Him gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So let me tell you now. When they in 2011, that was the World Cup cycle we're talking about now, right? That World Cup cycle, okay? Right? Leon and Kyle, they were about 13, if I remember. The people can check it. If they are 13 or 12. And Butler wanted them to be in the team, right? Which if anybody thinking logically at that age, they really couldn't be in there at that stage. You understand? Because there was also another player by Kevin Atkinson that came to trials and he was in there for a while until he started making demands on the coaching staff again, boots or this or that. And anyway, they eventually dropped him. So that was a 2011 team, okay?
Folks, I don't know if it's my signal or what, but leader seems to have fallen off. Yeah, leader seems to have fallen off. Yeah, leader seems to have fallen off, people. But yeah, so comment section. Yeah, Mark Emmanuel, all right. So from the whole aspect of our football itself, because anybody that knows me, I didn't cut him off Jordan. Not telling a lie upon me, brother. Sure. So yeah, so from me, anybody that knows me know that I am really more, not necessarily more, but I really care more. I really care about the youth aspect of football in Jamaica. Reason being, that is where our future lies. And I honestly do not believe that the current structure that we have, it is feasible for our youth players to get the proper development to challenge the other, to be challenging across the world. Currently, our number one development league is schoolboy football. Persons may disagree, but it is. It is the longest playing tournament across youth level in Jamaica, unfortunately. So it is it is the only one that we have right now. You do see some new leagues coming up like the Elite Cup that MG had covered earlier this year and stuff that are coming up, but right now you only have schoolboy football. And I believe too much priority is placed on it for just a small period. Schoolboy football is only played for 3 months, and that's only for the teams who make it that far. As I mentioned, in the first round, majority of the teams in schoolboy football drop out from the first round. So that's basically 1 month and a half worth of football. Only 1 month and a half worth of football. That is not sufficient for youth development. No player can play 1.5 month worth of football and go on and be ready to take on the world. Hence the reason why when we call up our U17 and our U20 team, it's somewhat of a failure. Because we expect our kids who are playing schoolboy football to be going up against players who are around the world who are actually playing 10 to 11 months of the year. When you look at a US system, you go up on the road, MG. All right. So when you look at the US system, the leaders run but the student people. So when you look at the US system is set up that their youth players, it's not necessarily even high schools. The high school football in the US right now, it's basically dead. The US youth football system right now, it's basically the academies. So all of the MLS teams, they all have proper academies now. And they have their full academy league running straight through the year. All right, so Leader is box. I'm going to make Leader continue what he was saying.
Okay, where I got up to when I hear? Because I didn't know when I chipped out.
The part about Atkinson wanting making demands.
Okay, he made demand for a pair of boots. It didn't go, and anyway, he was dropped. As I said, Bailey and Butler's son were very young. They were like 12 or 13, and the players were around 16, so they were 3 years old. So you really wouldn't have been able to make the team then. Later on, when the time came that when um Butler Butler became eligible because he was within the age, but Bailey is 1 year older than him, so they were never eligible at the same time. You understand? They were never ever eligible at the same time, so that never happened. So that's one of the things that a lot of people don't know. And then now, when they had under 20, right? I think that was under Tapper Whitmore.
Mm-hmm.
One of them made it, right? Bailey made it, and he played, I think, one match, and then that was it. We never see him again after that, right? So I'm just telling you, the problem is...
Yeah, I remember that game, the game that he scored a free kick.
Right. So they had times when one or so played, but Butler always, after a while, came with this thing where he said, if you want to play, you must play the next one. He even did it when they were at Genk, you know. There was one reason why Genk sold Leon. Because I think it's public, because they said that they couldn't deal with the pressure that he was putting on them to include his son in the senior team. Right? And they basically sold both of them at the time, right? And then what they did was send Butler son to some club at Woy, far away. They deliberately split them up, right? And sent them to, one went to east and one went to west. Okay?
Okay.
So recently you have had cases of under 15, etc. Right? And you had players that were eligible. But some players like Bell, all of you remember Bell, right?
Dramarni Bell, yeah.
The right. And then you have Dylan John.
Yeah.
And I think there was one other person that normally, right? Butler normally tells the players, do not accept the invite. But the players that have very strong parental figures behind them normally ignore what he says and they go. Okay? So, again,
yeah,
now...
I remember Jamarni Bell, when he never went back. When he went to the national team, when he came back, he never went back to Phoenix. And
right.
The same
So
with
that
Dylan
happened.
well.
And a similar thing also happened with
Dylan John.
Dylan John. So let me tell you now, moving from that, the most recent thing happened when they had the under 20 and a number of Phoenix players were there. And some of them, I won't call name of one that did not make it, but Butler was upset. And he told all the players, because XYZ did not make the team, all of you are to stop. Right? And except the two that we're talking about, and so they made up their minds, and some of them went, some of them followed toward Butler's line. Okay? Right? When that happened, some of them, as I said, they went with the team. When the team, I think it went to Trinidad, and then later on down now, right, when the actual thing coming up, Butler refused the call for them. They were notified, and then he said they were not available.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that was the recent U20, the last.
Right.
U20.
That's it. He said they were not available. So a lot of times, Butler come with this thing and say, oh, them now pick my players. Him now tell people, say, is him turn them down, but him just go with that narrative a lot of times. You understand? It's not true. It has never been true. A lot of times they get picked. There is even another case I know of personally where I was involved in calling, I think, trying to get through to a couple players for Butler for an under 18 tournament in Turkey. And when I spoke to actually Kyle, and Kyle was all with it. But he said, boy, Mr. Max, I'll have to talk to my father. You know how the thing go. And after that, it just died. You understand? I won't say who those two players were. But as I said, these things happen a lot. And Butler has his own agenda.
Yeah, and I was saying it earlier on the stream to say that I know of one player right now that plays for Chapelton. I don't know if you know it as well, leader, but he's Mr. Speed's favorite player in the JPL right now.
I know that. Not
You
from
know
just
who me
now.
attack. You know who me
Yeah,
attack.
man. Yeah, man.
Exactly. And he is a player of Craig Butler. So I don't know where people get the notion that he's fight. I really don't know because I've heard him talk about the players before, that particular player as well. So I don't know where it's that comes
Rubbish.
from. So
Rubbish. Rubbish.
but
Butler's
yeah,
an agenda and
but
keep doing it.
leader,
So.
but leader, I'm glad you're here because you are one of the persons that are really instrumental in the youth football of Jamaica. And
When I stay still enough. Go on quick.
that was one of the topics that I was actually talking about before you came back on.
Uh-huh.
In relation to, we've seen on numerous occasions when our youth teams, when they go overseas, when they go to these tournaments overseas,
Mm-hmm.
especially when they start to face up against the Central Americans and the North American teams, we struggle against those teams. And when you look at most of our core players that plays for our youth teams are players that play in the Manning Cup, the Costa Cup, and some might play sometimes for their JPL teams. My thing is, I do believe that one of the reasons why it's because we don't actually have. I don't believe our players are playing enough football. I don't think it's just about structure or being a system. I don't believe that's just the case. That might
Okay.
be a fact. That might be a factor.
No, it's a big factor. So let me just say this. I think the JFF realizes that, but remember now, they can't do anything that can help everybody. So by having the TDS Academy, the Talent Identification Academy, they
Yeah.
take a set amount of kids, right? And have them training literally 5-6 days for the week, right? Day in, day out. Right? Well, after school for about 2 hours each day. So they actually have 5 to 6 sessions for the week, roughly. Okay. So when
But
they do, yeah, go on.
but leader, but for me, the training is all good, you know. The training is all good, but for me, I I would want our teams to be playing actual games.
So listen now. What happens? Those kids, right? When the kids in the TDS, right, are 14 and then 15 years old.
Yeah.
Their preparation after they're doing the training, after especially this year, right? They played against under 17, right? Under 17, and also played against some, I don't remember which senior teams they played against, right? And I can tell you, they never lost. I'm just telling you, it was scary. They never lost.
Hold on, the senior teams and the under 17 teams that they played, was it Jamaican based teams?
Jamaican base. It's Jamaican, but
All right.
it's like,
All
listen, the
right.
senior
All right.
team, the under 17 teams of like all of the Premier League teams.
All right. For me, leader, I'm not gonna lie, and I hope I'm not really offending anybody on that. When I hear that a national junior team beats a club team, a under 17 team, that doesn't hold any weight to me. That doesn't hold any weight to me, to be honest.
Well, let me tell you something now. I have seen, no, you have to understand right now. They are playing against other youngsters like 2, sometimes 3 years older. But when you're talking about they play against senior players, right, near 20, and they are holding their own, right? And they're not beating them maybe, but they will be drawing with them. That is where it gets scary. Because this TDS team, right, in the last 2 years, they have dominated every type of team that has come before them. It's the first time that we have had a team that has gone out there and defended a title and did win a competition 2 years in a row. We have never had that before. In the
That's
last,
true, and that is extremely commendable. I am not gonna lie, that is extremely commendable. But leader, you see, for me, leader, while I understand it is extremely commendable, I have seen it multiple times where our youth teams, they have played teams here and they have played them well. They have somewhat even sometimes dominated them. But again, remember, the competition for our youth teams, they are not local teams. The competition for our youth teams, they are not Caribbean teams either. The competition for our youth teams are the USA, the Mexico, the Panama, the Canada. Those are the teams that I want our teams to match up against. I don't want them to be matching up against Red Hills. I don't want them to be matching up against Arnett Gardens. I don't want that. I want our teams to be matching up against the best that's out there.
And that is something that I agree with 100%. And I think eventually, in the short term, we'll be seeing that TDS program to see if it's not something immediate, But so far, the first 2 years have been successful. By the next 2 is when we're going to see the proof in the pudding, when they go up in the under 17, right? By 2027 is when we're going to see if the experiment is successful, right? So basically, we're going to have a team that has been together for 4 years, right? Which has never happened before, going into a competition and playing. They would have been playing a competition each year in preparation, plus a number of friendlies, albeit local, yes, but a match is a match. And one of the things that we did when in 1998, when we were trying to qualify for 98, we played almost everybody. Tom, Dick, Harry, plus when we could get the overseas team, but we still played. So can they need a number of minutes?
All right, leader. So, right. So this is my thing, right? Cause I do a lot of research because I said I want our youth system to be one of the best in the region, right? So I've spoken with Kerry. You know Kerry. I've spoken with Kerry on numerous occasions. And one of the things that I always wanted to know, see that we have the same TDS program that we have, right? Every year, I don't know if you know the Generation of Leaders Cup, right?
Of course.
Is it possible for us to have teams and like having our TDS team playing in those type of competitions? All right, or even this. When the national team is playing, have the youth teams play friendlies at that time?
It was done in the past. That was under Simoes when whenever a senior team came and a friendly like TNT or whatever, they normally played a friendly, but we don't have as much friendlies anymore. Like that. That's one of the problems. The only time we have the freaking friendlies is against the Caribbean opposition. So like right now, and for these kids here, they don't need a more Caribbean opposition. Unless we're going to invite, like say a Trinidad team, we invite them to carry the under 17 team to play our under 15s. Because these under 15s, the only way you're going to test them is for them to play other teams outside of the age, unless it's USA, Mexico, or whoever, play those teams. So like right now, I would try to get some practice matches, if anything, with that under 15 unit as a unit against some, say the US under 17 squad that is in training. So, and those kids are like just 1 year older than them. Okay? So, things like that we need. Well, as I said, it needs to be done. No, I do.
Yeah,
no, I do. I do.
We need to be playing more games.
The South American teams is our bogey teams, though. Honestly, that's our bogey teams.
Yeah, but when I reach the competition, then for play the South Americans, them.
That's the thing. So, look here. I think if they start to arrange it up, they can arrange it because I think they have a lot of because sometimes some of the teams don't want to play, because when them feel say you're too weak, you're wasting their time because they want to play teams that can beat them. They want to play stronger teams, but this team here, right? They have enough collateral built up.
No, I understand that.
So
all right, leader.
Yeah.
So we know next year we're going to be having the U17 World Cup qualifiers again.
For 2009 plus 2010 players eligible.
Now. Yeah, we're not talking about the eligibility. We're just talking about all of that should have been sorted already. I said the qualifiers is less than 3 months away, basically. Is there anything being put in place for both the U17 and the U20 already?
Can't comment on that.
Can't comment. Okay. That's fine. Understand. Understand. There might be some things that you can't really talk about.
Not part of the coaching staff, so I can't comment on those things.
But me, I got. I say worst I go last week you was a happen. Me upset, leader. Me upset, me upset. So me upset, leader. So leader, I just want to say thanks again for joining. I know you have to run
Yeah,
tomorrow. You
man.
say you couldn't really stay on for much. So
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate you coming on. All right.
Okay, respect.
All right.
Talk to you, man. All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So here, folks. So that was leader. He's one of the scouts for the talent program that the JFF has. So I do want to give him some. So he does deserve some praise there. But I am going to be critical when I need to be. We are in November, and as he said, he can't comment on if the team is in training or anything preparing for the next World Cup cycle. So it really is poor, and it shows that the whole structure of our football here in Jamaica, there's a lot more that needs to be done. Yeah, so Olida, the tough opponents don't want to play Caribbean teams, but sometimes they have to face them in qualifiers. Yeah, that's true. But the thing, I really can't pronounce the name there, to be honest. But the thing about it, you see the US youth teams, they are playing games all over the world. And no resources, the US youth teams, they will have the resources, etc. But the thing is, the US, the Mexico, and the Canada, when they go into each one of the qualifiers, they are fully prepared. Because unlike, as leader said, we're playing against local U17 teams, local senior teams. Those are not really helping us. Because that's what's always been happening, and it's not helping us. Because when we go up against, remember, when we're playing against a US U17 team, a lot of those US U17 players, they're actually professionals. Despite their age, they're actually playing for MLS clubs. Yeah, they're playing for MLS clubs. They're playing for clubs in Europe, etc. They're playing for those big academies, and those big academies, because even I, for example, have a Whisper. Some of those players that Whisper is playing amongst and playing against, those are some of the players that our players have to go against. And if Whisper is one of our best players who is playing in our senior team, those players are only good enough to make their age group teams. So look at the disparity there. So we are going into those tournaments now already short-handed. So yeah, Jean-Pierre, I agree. I know money is a major factor. But if we constantly going to say money is a major factor, we should dial back our expectations. We have to dial back our expectation. Yeah, and that is something as well. Private sector doesn't support our youth programs, but is the reason why there must be a reason why private sector don't support our youth programs. There has to be a reason, because when I go to a primary league, a primary school league, you see every parent there. When you go to leagues going up to maybe second farm, after that, that's when support drops. So there must be something there between that age group up to the national. And why is it that the national youth team can't get any support? Why is the national, could it be the fact that multiple failed attempts? Because we've seen where the senior team struggles to get support. The women's team failed to get support. So there must be a reason why. So that's something that we have to find out why. And then while finding the off field issue, we also have to fix the on field issue. Because the on field issue is a major factor. That is the biggest factor we have. The on field issue, because our players, they are not more opponents. Yeah, hopefully you guys are still hearing me. As I said to leader, it's all good and well playing against teams here in Jamaica, our youth our U15 team playing against our U17 teams across the island. Me hearing that our national U15 team beating us U15 a U17 team, that's not a surprise to me because our U15 players are the best in the island. Our U17 players may not, the U17 players playing for their respective clubs may not be the best. As a matter of fact, I would say there are probably only 3 or 5 U17 teams right now who I can say are training all throughout the year. One of them is Mount Pleasant, one of them is Harborview, Cavaliers, you have Ballers Academy, and you have Kingston Football Academy. So those are mainly because majority of the JPL clubs, they do not have a proper youth system. So they're not playing football consistently. The only place they're playing football consistently is the Manning Cup competition. Yeah, Mobe recently started their academy as well. But right now we know what's happening down that side of the island. So maybe they're not playing any football right now. So the only form of actual youth football that we have here in Jamaica is schoolboy football. And schoolboy football is not enough using the current structure. I remember back in '93, memory serves me right. All Manning and all the Costa Cup played a 4-team tournament at the National Stadium against Napoli youth from Italy, Flamengo youth from Brazil. Well, I've never heard about it, but if that's the case, then that's good. That is a very very good initiative because you're going to be playing against a top club in Brazil and also a top club from Italy. But right now we're not doing that. What happens at the end of the Manning Cup season? We have a combined team between the Manning and the Costa Cup, and they play a tournament in Miami, and it's not even a tournament in Miami where you're playing against the best teams in the US. Some of them are pickup teams. So where is that development going? And then the current structure of schoolboy football, that's a topic for another day. We don't have the time. I'm going to be cutting off soon because I can see people are dropping off. They're already getting bored. I don't want that to happen to MG's channel. The current structure for schoolboy football, it doesn't do well for the development of our players here. We need to send teams to the annual Dallas Cup where Manu and Real Madrid come to play. Yeah, Jampiel, that's what I was talking to Leader about, the Adidas Cup. Cause earlier this year I was talking to Kerry James. Kerry James said that he remembered he was walking past. He was walking past. I think it was Arsenal's Adidas Cup team, and a lot of the players they know him. They know him because they follow him. They follow him actually, and they were saying to him that, hey, I'm Jamaican. I have Jamaican descent. Blah blah blah. And just to show, there are players out there that want to play for Jamaica, but nobody's reaching out to them. So I have to go there. So that's where I'm going to say private sector no believe in a way we are do and adjust the facts. But to be honest, chemo vlogs, based on what's really going on, you can't really wrong them. Because one thing with a business, a business is not going to invest into something that they don't see a return in. So they have to be able to see returns in it. And we as fans, we also do have a role to play in it as well. Because when we have these youth tournaments, are we the fans going out to support those tournaments? Because remember, the reason why how sponsors make back their money, is when you guys go out, when they sponsor a particular tournament, if there is no fans there, there's nobody to see their product. So they are basically saying that, hey, I'm losing. But when there's a tournament now and fans turn out now, their fans are being highlighted. So I'm not blaming fans because fans is not, but it does goes the blame there. It trickles down. So, but that's it for me today, guys. Maybe one day I can have a show regarding more youth football. 'Cause that's where I said on Friday, schoolboy football will return. MG will be back with his regular programming, with his review and such. You guys can look out for that. Remember in March, the Reggae Boys, we do have our playoffs as well. So I want to say thanks everybody for joining today. Mount Pleasant got a 1-0 victory over O&M FC out of Damrep. The second leg will be played in Jamaica. I think it should be next week Wednesday. So hopefully more persons can turn up to the national stadium. And then we can have a party there. All right, guys. So say thanks again for joining. Oh, guys, and remember the Reggae Girls also will be playing this Saturday. It will be away from home, so you can watch it as well. We're gonna see if we can actually do a show as well. A watch along for the Reggae Girls because we have to support the girls. They are the only ones that are actually taking us to a World Cup. So yeah, so it's big up to everybody there, big up to everybody that showed up, big up to Nakin, big up Jampiel for joining on. Jashan came on, Leader, MG came on for a bit. We had Show Curtain Boss on for a while, and bless up everybody in the chat. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it, and peace out.